Welcome to Fresh Face Comics, the comic book podcast, our lifelong comic book reader guys is friends with the world of comics for the first time. My name is Joey Morgan, the aforementioned lifelong reader. With me as always is Jacob Licklider, the aforementioned newbie.
Do we think Jason Todd had opinions about Superman's fascist takeover of the world?
Uh,
Like,
I'm now struggling to think. I don't think any of the other Robins are ever commented on in
well, no, because this
Injustice.
thing is partially based off of the New 52 movie adaptations. Let's be real. Um,
Maybe, perhaps. I don't know. Those things were literally just starting as this comic was starting, so I don't know if that's even possible.
God damn it! It makes for a good soundbite. It makes for a
It
good
does.
soundbite.
Sure it does. And joining us, sorry, why would Jacob be saying such a thing? You might be asking yourself why that is, of course, because today we are talking about Injustice: Gods Among Us Year 1, the first year of the comic book prequel to Injustice: Gods Among Us, the video game. And joining us today for the first time ever in Fresh Face Comics history, our good friend and longtime avoider of the podcast, our good
Long-time
friend
avoider.
our good friend Brian Corrigan.
You can tell the boss to soak me.
You fucker.
Well, that's what people would know me from, Breaking Brian.
Oh, that's true. That is absolutely true.
That's true.
We still
Yeah.
gotta.
You never
We
finished.
will record the
Because of-
last episode one.
No, you
day.
won't. No, you won't.
Yeah. But anyway, yes. Brian, welcome to the podcast. So happy to finally, at long last, have dragged your ass onto this shit. Also, I'm going to give a small apology to our listeners today. I am sick. I'm getting over being sick. We are recording this relatively close to the release date. So I really have no choice in the matter. But yeah, I guess let's hop right into this with Injustice: Gods Among Us. This is our non-spoiler section first. As always, I'll toss it over to, you know what, I want to see what happens. Brian, what is Injustice: Gods Among Us Year 1 about?
Oh shit. So, non-spoilery summary. Okay. Injustice: Gods Among Us Year 1. I don't know, it's like based on a video game or something that I have not looked into at all. But the basic premise is Superman evil. But Superman evil for like, I don't know,
That's at least a
he's
reason.
mad. He's
That's at least
mad.
a reason. Unlike
There's a
Other-
reason he's mad.
Yeah,
And
to be fair,
as
Go
someone
ahead.
who does not read comics, as like a bit of alternate universe fiction, like I don't know, that reason is a reason that makes sense.
Mhm.
I imagine Jacob has issues with it because of problematic tropes it falls into. But so Superman goes bad and establishes a new world order, basically,
There
is
you go.
how I would describe the plot of Injustice.
Yeah, and Jacob brings up a great point. Actually, this is the second time this has happened in our current DC Elseworlds block. However, yes, as you mentioned, there is actually a reason for it this time. This is not Superman Red Sun. So,
this is Tom Taylor's a better writer as far as I can tell than Mark Millar. Like
100%, it's not even close.
not even close. And I have some issues with this book. I mean, it's not a bad book, but like it's kind of long.
Well,
And
before we even you even our first conversation, me and Joey, when we were discussing doing this episode, was that you fundamentally disagree with the premise of evil Superman to begin
Yes.
with.
yes, because he did of what Superman represents, how he's generally characterized.
We've also established on this very current DC Elseworlds block that alternate universe stuff. You can play around with
Alternate
these
universe
ideas.
stuff.
Yeah,
But usually you have to fundamentally change the character. And
to be fair, Tom
This-
Taylor doesn't fundamentally change the character, give the initial
Yeah.
characterization.
he just fundamentally changes a lot of other things. A lot of other things that are clearly notes from the video game studio.
Yeah.
Hi, Damien.
We'll talk plenty
Hmm.
about that as we
Well,
get into
I would
this.
say out of like the sort of like mainstream superheroes, because that's what I'm familiar with, to be honest, is like the movies and shit. Superman is the one I've explored the least.
And it
But
hurts me. It hurts me.
It's okay.
But-
I mean, hey, whatever.
I think this comic does a very good job, or I guess graphic novel. I don't know. You're
So
gonna
you
have
say
to.
you can say comic.
It's a comic.
People get weird about the terminology sometimes, man.
You don't need
Brian,
to.
this thing was released in the weirdest fucking way. It was released as initially 36 individual digital first issues that were bound
Oh,
and
oh,
released physically
oh,
as
oh,
12
wait. Oh,
issues.
I want to do this right now. I want to break your brains. So you guys have the books in front of you right now.
Yes.
I have
okay.
a digital copy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna break your guys' brains. So in addition to this being 36 individual digital chapters, can you guys guess how these digital chapters were formatted?
No.
Vertically. Were they vertical scrolls?
No. These were half pages. Open to any random page in this book, and it is two halves of a page. It is square pages essentially. Any random page, it's two halves.
Except the annual, obviously. Because
Yeah,
the
yeah,
annual
yeah, yeah. The annual
is
was
that's
the annual was released normally. But yeah, any other page is half pages. It is all like
gross.
top half and bottom half, kind of almost perfectly split every time. And I'm so glad I got to reveal this on the podcast because Jacob, your jaw's on the fucking floor. It's so
no.
It sounds gross. I don't like that.
No. Well, I mean, okay.
But
Makes
wait.
kind of sense.
Let me finish that thought I was about to have like 5 minutes ago, because we got sidetracked.
sorry.
So what was I saying?
At least
Not-
this tangent
I'm
was about the book.
Least familiar with Superman, right? But from what I know about Superman, he thinks he's doing the right thing throughout this story.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like this is, if you were going to write evil Superman, this would be the way to do it. You have
This is the best example of it.
you just have Clark go to the extreme on his morals, basically.
I mean, Tom Taylor is a guy that was given a brief to find a justification for these characters to go to the place where NetherRealm, the guys that made the game, wanted them to go for their story.
And obviously had to follow at least the inciting incident, because I know the inciting incident was not a Tom Taylor decision.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. Oh god, I can't remember exactly. I think there's like one minor deviation in it, and I can't remember what it is now. Though it's been a while since I played the game. But yeah, the setting incident was definitely another realm thing. And there are certain characters that we need to change along the way. It's not all done in this first year. Keep in mind, what happens in how the game is presented is you get the opening flashback, which is literally shown in this comic, which is the inciting incident. You see that, and then you see 5 years later. So when we call this year one, there are 5 individual volumes of this. This is only the first one.
What's interesting is I don't know if they knew they were going to be able to get all 5 when they started this, because they didn't.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't subtitle this year one until they collected it in the.
Yeah. Like when if you guys ever play the story of the game, like you'll see that a number of the events referenced in that game are done here. I think there are like, off the top of my head, like 3 big character changes when it comes to playable characters in the game. There are like 3 big character changes that aren't covered in this first volume. 3 sounds about right. Definitely 2 that I can immediately think of. Yes, no, there's a third one as well. But yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about those at a later point in time.
We'll say, for as much as evil Superman annoys me, there's another character in here whose characterization infuriates me.
At least, here's the thing. At least there is a justification for Superman. How you feel about that justification is entirely up to you. However you
there's a reason.
feel.
It is. I'm very sad that this is most likely one of Brian's first introductions to Wonder Woman as a character. We need to get Brian somehow to read the Perez run of Wonder Woman.
I've seen her in cartoons and shit.
Hell yeah.
So,
Some
like,
Susan, what you mean, like Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, like Susan Eisenberg Wonder Woman?
I mean, just like here and there. I don't know. Like, I was never really big into like the Justice League team up stuff, but like Batman the Brave and the Bold was the cartoon.
I don't remember
the current iteration of Batman when I was a kid. So
was she in that show? I don't remember
times,
that.
I think.
Okay, cool, interesting. But yeah, so we'll get.
It's also why I know that the Gentleman Ghost is a character in DC Comics.
Yes, we have talked about this on the channel before.
There are going to be so many characters. There are going to be so many characters in this book, Brian, that I'm just like, I can now give you recommendations, mainly from things we've read from the podcast. But
there's one character that I knew Brian would latch on to, and based on our conversations in DMs before this, I think he very much did, and I'm glad he did. So I'll be very excited to talk about that when we get into spoilers. But yeah, we'll save that for our spoiler discussion, though. Let's see, we hop into some Blue Sky questions. Kicking off as always
with the bit. We got to do the bit.
Okay, so Brian, are you aware of the bit?
What's the bit?
The bit is that starting off. God, nearly 100 episodes ago now. Or no,
over.
Yeah, it might be over now. Yeah,
it was over.
Our wonderful mutual friend Lord Slar Dylan replied back in the Twitter days of these Q&As
to we're doing a Green Lantern episode.
Yep. And he responded with a picture of the pteroleptils from Doctor Who's The Visitation, with the pteroleptils standing around like a green device in the middle of the room. And he just responded, "Is this Green Lantern?" And that has since spiraled ever since to people just submitting random ass images, often Doctor Who ones, but it has expanded greatly in the time since to feature other things, such as let's say our first one today. So our friend Andrew at Andrew Doing Art submits Gods with a picture of Sutek from Doctor Who: The Pyramids of Mars. Our friend Mason at GD256 submits Amogus with a picture of the red Among Us guy with a gun.
Fuck yeah!
Just holding a gun.
If there was one person who was going to do Among Us the game, I would expect it to be Mason.
Yeah. Mason also submits Injustice with a picture of an American flag.
Amazing political commentary.
Jesus.
Facts.
Our friend Marcus at Sir Jedi Sentinel submits Evil Superman with a picture of a poster for Brightburn. Wildpool. I think I've seen Brightburn. I think way back when it first came out. I don't remember anything about it other than Evil Kid Superman. Produced by James Gunn, oddly enough. Our friend Rose Panda at Joe, you can read this, and it's Evil Evil Superman ? I'm tired. Oh my god. Evil Superman ? With the parentheses, that's right, I'm bringing Bert Strips into the bit. I don't know
what this is.
We've got Super Grover here in this image with, I'm guessing, Bert Strips, whoever that is, behind him. I'm so confused. Caption,
after ripping off this poor woman's arm and eating it, Super Grover strikes a heroic pose, as if he'd done Sesame Street a great service.
Super Grover is me for real. I'm gonna eat one of Jacob's arms.
No, what?
Sorry, dude. I was just a little bit hungry.
Yo. That's our friend Jamie at Jamie-Season7 says, that one scene ? Okay, now I think Jamie purposefully is choosing things from like newer episodes of Always Sunny that I have not seen. I'm guessing this from a really newer episode. It's Dennis putting his hand through somebody's chest. And I guess that's accurate.
Is that what's happening in that image? I really can't tell.
Yeah, sorry, from Always Sunny, of course. Speaking of Always Sunny, our friend Kian at Kian the Quark submits a god ? With a picture of Dennis Reynolds from Always Sunny against a white background. I think I remember the context of this. And then lastly, Keen also submits Among Us Volume 1 with an image of the Big Finish audio Torchwood Among Us 1. That is accurate.
Yes, you could have gone with Torchwood God Among Us 1. Like, I'm pretty sure
it's a closer title. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it for the bit.
Fucking get on your game, Kian, you slack ass. What the fuck?
He's gonna hear this.
He's gonna hear this. He does listen to these.
Good.
Indeed.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Jeez. On to actual questions. Our friend Rose Panda says, I just want to say my relationship with Injustice is complicated. It's a good story, and Jeffrey Combs is the best Brainiac. But my part, but part of me can't help but resent it because it made Evil Superman so popular. That's interesting. I think that's definitely faded over time. It was a popular thing when it was new.
Yeah, I think really what revived Evil Superman was the adaptation of The Boys. Like,
yeah,
somewhat Invincible,
mm-hmm.
but like The Boys really did it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this one Superman thing that I've always been meaning to get around to, actually, and it's Red Sun.
You don't need to. You don't need to. It's not great.
You know, Brian. I will say, watch the animated film. The animated film is actually quite good. And it fixes...
what's wrong with the comic run?
It's written by Mark Millar.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If you want to check it out, you can. I'm not going to stop you. It's a half decent comic.
The first issue is good even.
Yeah.
And then it decides Superman needs to be a dictator. Like,
we actually issues on the show. So
I have it fresh in my mind.
Indeed.
Look, this Elseworlds block has been a lot of kind of a mixed bag, if we're going to be honest.
I don't know. Red Sun is the closest we've gotten to bad.
That is true. We've just only had one that is incredibly amazing and brilliant and great, and that was Earth 2. Which, if you haven't heard our episode on Earth 2,
beloved Earth 2. Oh my god!
Please go do it.
Love Earth 2 so much. Just last episode, check it out.
Because they didn't like it, I'm going to go read Red Sun.
Yeah, I recommend it, Brian. Maybe Jacob. This is how we do it. We say we don't like something, and Brian shouldn't read it, and then he'll want to read it. This is it.
Reverse psychology, the motherfucker. Got it.
Well, there's a reason why I'm only reading the New Adventures now.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. I see how it is. Next up, our friend Jamie says, I'm so glad Superman's evil. He's usually so boring. I think every version of him should be like this. Very funny, Jamie. Our friend Keen also says, why are they fighting? Are they stupid? I mean, sometimes.
Actually, they're kind of...
Batman is.
Batman takes some idiot pills at some points in this book. Like...
I'll be interested to hear what you're thinking of then.
Jamie then submits, I haven't read this or played the games, but I can't say I love the premise. Does this actually manage to justify why Superman turns evil? Yeah, I would say so, to a degree, yeah.
Better than Red Sun. Infinitely better than Red Sun's justification.
Yeah. I mean, the game... because the game is so focused on the present and what happened after the 5 years, it doesn't do a great job of justifying its decisions. It tells you like the kind of Cliff Notes version of important things that happened in those 5 years. But you know,
that's because the game would have had basically that Cliff Notes version would have been the version. It's basically here's a scaffold for like any tie-ins that they
and Taylor's able to turn it into something really solid. And also, but I would also say the game is worth playing. First off, just for a fun fighting game. If you want basically just Mortal Kombat with DC superheroes, it's a lot of fun. I find Injustice 2 a better experience overall. But also you've got the fucking fucking trifecta of George Newbern, Kevin Conroy, and Susan Eisenberg as Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman in that, and they're all amazing. They're so good.
Well, I mean, I was going to say it's stellar cast in both games. I know, like. Oddly enough, Rose Panda saying Jeffrey fucking Coombs as Brainiac, which...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's...
Yeah. Fucking Robert Englund is Scarecrow in the second game.
Oh, that's just obvious. That's just obvious.
It's obvious, but it's great. It's really great. You've got some really fun... The second game especially has a really fun cast. Taliesin Jaffe is the Flash. Basically, the Flash family, they make all critical role actors. Taliesin Jaffe is Barry. Liam O'Brien is Reverse Flash. And Travis Willingham is Jay Garrick.
Who's Wally? There's Wally not in the game.
Wally's not in the game.
Wally's another character. It's like, does he exist in this universe? Like,
I don't think. I don't. Well, I'm trying to remember now. I mostly know that the first 2 years are where I'm most familiar with the comics. There is another Flash family member that gets referenced in this comic though, as well. In the Metropolis portion, flashback in the middle. But
yes, but I did not recognize who that character was supposed to be.
I believe it's Jesse Quick.
I don't know who that is.
Oh God. Okay. Whatever.
I don't know who that is. Joey, we have on this podcast we have done exactly one Flash run, and it's from the time where they were like, we need to simplify the Flash, so Jay doesn't exist, Wally doesn't exist, Bart doesn't exist.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Be sorry. It was a very, honestly, the new G Flash stuff isn't bad. It's quite good, and especially the back half. Like, well, no, both are.
I was gonna say you love the front half. What are you talking about?
I love the front half too. I liked a lot of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, what these questions are what I'm learning from these questions is most people agree with Jacob, and they do not like evil Superman. Is it just something that's been done to death?
Kind of.
I mean, I know Jacob has in universe reasons for it.
Here's the thing. I don't think you have to like the idea for it to be still a compelling story, you know? This
Omni-Man is an incredibly compelling story, like in Invincible.
Here's the thing. This is also still a really compelling story. Like, Taylor does a lot of great stuff with this.
He does. I still can't now unsee the fact that everything is formatted for half pages.
Everything is half a page.
I must ask, as an outsider, what is the beef with evil Superman?
Here's the thing. People have a really hard time, especially because of how popular Injustice got, because it's a video game. People have a really hard time with separating the fact that this is an Elseworlds book. And we can take bigger swings with that kind of stuff. With the fact that, it's not consistent with mainline Superman characterization.
And the fact that Clark Kent is a paragon. Like,
well, I mean, that's verging on spoiler stuff. I can't say.
He's yeah. Like I said, this is a better conversation for spoilers. We'll get into that shortly.
He is a paragon. I mean, my biggest beef with this book, honestly, is Wonder Woman.
Yeah, we're gonna rail against that.
First fucking appearance in this book. My God.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll get on that later. Next up, our friend Andrew submits. Do you plan on reading more of Tom Taylor's work? His all new Wolverine and his Nightwing run are some of my favorite modern comics. I certainly would love to do some more Tom Taylor soon. And we very well may. Andrew also says,
I want to do a Tom Taylor ongoing. I really do want to do at least his Nightwing, because
yeah, love his Nightwing.
Well, and you know whose fault that is? It's fucking Andrew's. Sometimes I will just get messages from Andrew, and I love getting them, where this man is like, here's this thing that I'm currently reading. You can read it. I'm like, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, Andrew.
Yeah. Andrew also says, which characters are done the best here, given the circumstances? Which characters are done the worst? Worst we already said, Wonder Woman, definitely. I think for me, whenever I go back to this first volume, though, the best, God, I love Green Arrow. I love Green Arrow, man.
Dude, Green Arrow is my fucking boy!
Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you love Green Arrow.
So we can get Brian on when we eventually do a Green Arrow run, right?
Hell yeah, totally.
Because, a lot of my experience with the Justice League comes from Batman the Brave and the Bold. Green Arrow is always in that show. I always kind of thought he was like annoying and a waste of space. But I really liked him here.
Yeah. Green Arrow is
characterized sort of like that in other mainline stuff. I would be interested to.
Yeah,
read
Green
more.
Green Arrow is a snarky communist, and he's pretty great.
Yes. Snarky communist billionaire.
Yeah.
I know that's a contradiction.
He's pretty great.
Can I also say, Joey, you're going to this might make you slack-jawed. You know who is used really damn well in the book for a really effective purpose?
Who?
Lobo.
Yes, I thought you were gonna say Lobo. Yes, I love Lobo. Oh my
Lobo,
god.
a character who I don't love
You should
generally.
though. You should. He's pretty great.
He, he's going to turn into the Guy Gardner white whale of
Dude, I'm telling.
post.
I love you, Lobo, man. Brian, are you familiar with Lobo at all before this?
Lobo-
And if not, what do you think?
Lobo. No, this was my first experience with Lobo. He reminded me of Absalom Dak from
Oh, yeah, I
Doctor
Yeah,
can see
Who.
that.
no, he's a parody of that type of character.
Very much cut from the
Like,
same cloth. Yeah. Um. I think also also his inclusion in this is I think a complete coincidence because I think the annual only exists because Lobo was announced as a DLC character for the first game, and they're like, well, we gotta do something with Lobo, and then the annual exists. So there it is.
we have to
It's
do something with Lobo, and we have to write something that will fit in somewhere in the story at an even later date. They had basically already finished up the first, like the run.
Yeah. Yeah, because it came out like right at the end, right at the tail end of the first run of comics, and yeah. I also love Harley. Harley's great in this book as well. I enjoy her a lot. Who else? A lot of the leaders take a bit more of a backseat in this.
I really liked what was going on between Batman and Catwoman.
Oh yes! Oh my god, yes!
We'll make a Bat-Cat shipper out of Brian.
Yes. Tom Taylor's a big Bat-Cat guy, and yeah, I think he does a great.
I'm also a big Bat-Cat guy. So
yeah, as you should be. That is the correct response. Yeah. I love what Taylor does with the two of them in this. I like Aquaman's little segment in this book. He's not into much, but I like what Taylor does with Aquaman. So I enjoy that greatly. And yeah, I think others will get more into specifics with spoilers. Let's see, we have a few more questions though. First, our friend Kian says, are you going to play the whole story of Injustice with commentary as a tie-in for this episode? No. Kian also says, given there are rumors that Injustice 3 is in greenlit and this previous games featured guest characters from across other IP, who would your choices be for the non-DLC IP characters in Injustice 3? I personally go for the Third Doctor, Frank Reynolds, and Shaggy. You know what? The Scooby-Doo gang is not a bad choice. Not even joking. They had the fucking Ninja Turtles in Injustice 2. I could see them doing the Scooby gang.
That would be funny as shit.
Here's the thing. It is always crazy the kind of pulls they get. I mean, of course, it's another realm. So Scorpion was in the first game, Sub-Zero was in the second game. Of course, that's going to happen. Raiden was also in the second game. But they pull from other crazy things. They had Hellboy in the second game. Like I said, the TMNT, they were there.
I agree with Kian because I'm Doctor Who brained. I think the Third Doctor belongs in a fighting game.
I could see that. I mean, it would never happen, but
No.
but I could see that.
But
truly,
what if
it
did? How hilarious would that be if the Third Doctor just popped up in Injustice?
Right? Fucking Third Doctor versus fucking Green Lantern.
Voiced by Tim Treloar. They got to get Tim Treloar.
Could you imagine, brother? Oh my god. That'd be funny. I know he said Shaggy is a joke, but honestly, given how much Scooby-Doo DC crossovers there actually have been, that's not out of the realm of possibility.
Well, and given the Shaggy meme from a few years ago,
God,
the 1% of my power.
I can see that. I can see that.
Having him be an obscenely overpowered fighter as well would be a top tier move.
Yeah. Let's see. We got a set of questions from our friend Sean Franco at Sean Franco. Says it seems obvious to ask if either of you played the fighting video game, but it does give an opportunity to look at power levels. Like if there's an actual fight between Superman and Batman that doesn't rely on Batman being clever, like say in a fighting game, is it interesting or is it accurate? It's like whether there is a DB. It's like whenever there is a DBZ video game, some of the lower level fights might be interesting, but why even have Goku in the game? His secret power is that he wins. It might work for the story, but not for any user driven competitive process. That is an interesting point. I played the game. I played the game a lot. I've played both games a lot. They're great fun. You don't go to them for the stories. But man, I really, really love just playing those games.
Do people go to fighting games for the stories though?
Sometimes. NetherRealm has a reputation for being actually quite good at it for the most part. when it comes to like Mortal Kombat. But
Yeah, dude, I'm invested in Street Fighter for the plot.
yeah, exactly. But no, I mean, for the most part, yeah, you're gonna put a bunch of fun DC characters in a fighting game, and there's a lot of fun to be had. I don't think when it comes to like power scaling, it really matters. Like, and God, I was a fucking Lex Luthor main in the first game. He's he was great. He was great. He had a big mech suit and he had a big like kryptonite axe that I would abuse to hell. Like it was a great time. I was also a big Catwoman player. I love playing as her a lot. Second game, I love playing as Black Canary. So like I don't know. It's just a fun time. It's a great time. I truly would recommend just hanging out with your friends, playing some Injustice. It's a good time. I don't think either of you ever played the game, right?
No.
The only fighting game I've actually like played a lot of is Super Smash, is the Super Smash Brothers series. Babies first.
I would recommend it though. It is a good time, and also apparently Injustice 3 is actually apparently happening. So
this is a thing. So that'll be a thing.
I'll take it. Let's see. Sean also says, for a question that is more focused on the comic, I'll toss you one that I had originally when I originally read this. Did you ever think that there was any way that this would have a satisfying ending? I like happy endings or even optimistic ones, but this didn't feel to me that satisfying was in the cards. Also, obligatory stupid Doctor Who question: who would win in a fight, Batman or the TARDIS? TARDIS, easy.
TARDIS wins. The TARDIS wins.
But on the satisfying anything, I mean, I'm not sure.
I think year one hasn't actually. The ending is.
It is satisfying. Like
it's a satisfying note to end on. Even like. I think it's a satisfying note.
I actually remember the last page. I gotta go look at
it. No, I think like it's written in a way where like you can see how the rest of the 4 years went to get to the point where the game actually picks up.
Because obviously they didn't know if DC didn't know if they were going to continue this as a series because
this got really popular.
Let's be honest, like whenever like when DC does do a video game, they often will get a tie-in miniseries. Like
God, I read the fucking Gotham Knights miniseries. Worst mistake of my life, motherfucker. Oh my God. I truly only bought them for the Greg Capullo covers. He did the covers for them. They're gorgeous covers, and
that's what'll get you. That's what'll get you.
They're great. They're great covers.
Looking at the final pages, I'd say it's a good cliffhanger.
Yeah, well, not even a cliffhanger. I think it's an ending that could be like if you play the game, like you can pick right up and see exactly how we got to that point. There are still a few gaps to fill in. Oh God, this will be an interesting point. Do you guys want to know where certain things in the game end up that weren't touched on in this comic as we go?
No, I don't.
Okay. That's gonna make certain things difficult, but I could do it.
I assume you guys are going to do years 2, 3, 4, and 5 at some point.
Eventually. Yeah.
So save that for Jacob.
Okay. All right. Oh, God.
He said as if we're not going to try to drag his ass back on this thing.
Exactly. But
here's the thing, Brian. We now have you in our clutches, and
we do. You're already scheduled for another episode in the Marvel block.
I'm scheduled for something in the Marvel block. Yeah,
you are. All right, last set of questions. My God, this is a long non-spoiler section. Mason says, our friend Mason submits, one, why does Jeremy spell his name like that? I'm referring to Jeremy Raypack, whose name is on the cover. Jason also did clarify in a further post. It says, just occurred to me that the spelling may be a cultural thing, and so I do apologize for making fun of it in my previous comment. Oops. I don't know. I guess he probably is a cultural thing, I would assume. Mason then says, totally unrelated, wink wink, but which previous Joker would you pair with the current Superman? Full on Hamill Joker, like Batman Beyond era Joker, is a total bastard, and I could see him playing well off of this Superman.
Like
or alternatively, Death of the Family
Superman
Joker
from this comic, or whoever's playing Superman right
now. I guess Mason means current Superman, like isn't the one we're covering in this comic.
Okay.
Yes. Unless he's talking about
David Cornsweat.
David Cornsweat. Which in that case, I don't know, but someone
give him Cesar Romero.
Dude, I could see that being a fun time.
Right? Yeah. Third question, which character do you most identify with? Oh man, I don't know if I want to identify with anyone in this book.
Batman.
God. Batman? You want to be Batman?
Dick
All right.
Grayson. Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson.
God, you're all choosing horrible fates for yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I'll get off this ride early. I get off this ride early in a dumb way.
Oh, you know, I want to be whoever runs Twitter in the Injustice universe because I want to deal with the fallout from a certain plot point in this comic.
Imagine being like, I identify with the President of the United States.
Oh God,
the President of the United States of America.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly. You know what? I identify it with Martian Manhunter. All right. 4. Who would this work? Okay. Would this work if adapted to a live action format? Why or why not? I'd like to
see the Snyder trilogy, and
see. I don't think that's quite what it's going for.
There are things in there that are.
It's certainly what certain Snyder bros have tried to justify certain things with. I think I would like to see a proper adaptation of this someday because there is an animated adaptation of this that is not good at all.
No, and for multiple reasons, including just really bad production values. But we'll get to that.
And then last question. My God, this really is the last question of our non-spoiler section. Was Clark circumcised? I guess he can't be, right?
I'm not answering this question. I don't like this question, Mason.
Clark Kent canonically has foreskin. He has to peel it back when he's banging Lois. Now you have to think about that.
And now we're on to Fresh Face Correspondence. This is the part of the show where we read out comments. Yes, your comments. You that is listening to this podcast right now. Comments from past episodes on Spotify, YouTube, Patreon, wherever you're commenting on our stuff. I will read them out here, be it on regular episodes or on one-shots. We got a couple comments today. First off, over on Spotify, we have a couple episodes to catch up on. First off, for our last episode for Earth 2, The Gathering and the Tower of Fate, our friend Jamie submits, maybe the Earth 2 version of you is gay, and the other one died while recording the first episode of the podcast. Oh God.
Wait.
Maybe. Wait. So okay. Wait. So I guess so you died. I guess during the recording of the first episode of the podcast, and I'm gay then. Also, this happened to Jamie before. I had to review this comment on Spotify and publish it because I guess Jamie calling us gay is I don't know. I guess offensive apparently. Whatever.
How the world has fallen.
I know. Jamie also submits on our bonus episode for Invincible last time. Says, I read the first compendium years ago and don't really remember much, but I did remember the graduation hat joke. Such a good bit. Indeed it is. Great bit.
It is one of the few worthwhile things in that second volume, and I feel like I owe Joey another apology.
You've apologized a lot, and I still don't feel like it's enough. I agree. Next up over on our Patreon, Jamie submits over on our episode for Earth 2, The Tower of Fate and the Gathering, other way around. Says lose an eye, right? Especially if I get to keep my stronger one. Listeners will not get the context for this. Go over to our Patreon to get the context for that.
I mean, he's correct. It's the correct decision.
It's the correct decision. Right, absolutely, 100%. And then Jamie also commented on our extra segment for our Invincible bonus episode, saying Chuck Dixon is like Doug Mench's Wario.
God damn, that is just I've been reading some Doug Mench.
I've
been reading the
great writer,
the DC Finest Catwoman, and he wrote the showcase stories that were there. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, no, that tracks. That fucking tracks.
Indeed, it does. Yeah. All right, I guess it does it for correspondence today. Thank you all for your comments. If you want to comment on any past episodes we've done, past one-shots, episodes on any platform that we release our episodes on, you can do that and we'll read them out on our next episode, which will be the last episode of our current Elseworlds block, and I'll be getting into some regular DC episodes, so be sure to look out for those when those are out. And I guess that does it for our non-spoiler section. If you're not sticking around for spoilers, be sure to hop to the end of the episode where we're going to reveal the episode, but also, look, I got to bring it up. Jacob, for the first time ever, 119 episodes, for the first time ever in Fresh Face Comics history, you have had the next episode spoiled for you by accident. And I will be giving our next guest hell on the next episode. They'll be hearing from me.
Don't be too mean.
I will be very mean. I've done enough work with them at this point that I feel comfortable being mean to them.
Jacob told me about this a few nights ago, and I actually cannot remember how the story went.
If Brian Corrigan can keep a fucking secret about what the episode is, then I am ashamed in the person that has been on
Dude,
multiple...
I was playing mind games with this motherfucker.
You have been. You have.
Playing mind games with me.
If you can successfully keep the secret, then so can our next guest, who has been on multiple episodes of this show before.
I kept the secret. Well, no. Didn't keep the secret because I invited them on to the Captain America stuff.
Yeah,
that was
but
all me.
Shush. We can't spoil who the next guest is. But now they know, Jacob, motherfucker.
Oh,
you did this
shit,
again,
fuck,
Jacob.
fuck.
Now you're the spoiler.
You know what the beautiful
But I'm not
thing
Stephanie
is, though?
Brown.
You can just like cut that out.
No, I'm gonna keep it. It's funnier. Right. But also, if you're not around for spoilers, go to our Patreon, patreon.com/Blood Studios. You can get all kinds of fun things there, like early Star Trek reviews, exclusive Star Trek commentaries, fresh-faced extras, and bad movie commentaries. And if you're not any of that, there's a $1 general support tier. It is the cadet tier.
We just did a fresh-faced extra for this episode.
We did for this very episode. We talked about, what did we talk about? Life, I guess.
Life and books and ads.
Yeah, I got to brief Brian on what this episode would be like because he's never actually listened to our show.
Listen to
before.
this.
I've
He
listened
really
to the first episode.
Yeah,
he really is
when
our
the format
podcast
didn't-
Sam
I
Riegel.
think I
Oh my
listened
God, he's
to
Sam
the Death
Riegel.
of
You're so-
Superman episode a few years
He's
ago.
definitely Sam Riegel
He's Sam Riegel. Oh
Who,
my
me?
God.
with sillier
you.
teeth.
Sam Riegel famously does not watch any Critical Role content. But yeah, no. Check out our Patreon. Yeah, there's a great extra segment on there. Also, just as an aside, I just feel like I get this out there before we go into spoilers. Things are happening in life. In my own personal life, I'm going to keep people updated on things that are happening. It might affect the channel and the podcast in the near future. Things will resume as normal. Shortly after, but just keep an eye out on socials, on YouTube, on Patreon.
If things get shifted around a little bit, it's because they're unavoidable. And
yeah.
Jacob and I will record a filler episode.
There might honestly.
I'm horrified for what that is potentially like. All right. With all that said, that finally covers our non-spoiler section completely. Good God. Let's do this. Let's hop into our spoiler section for Injustice: Gods Among Us Year 1. Well, yes, Jacob?
I wasn't expecting Brian to be everything. I was expecting this to go long. I'm worried for where this is going to go after this point because
Jacob, my friend,
no, it's a
my
compliment.
compatriot, you have
compliment.
Nothing to worry about from me. I promise you.
I don't like this. I don't like why. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to shut up now.
Amazing. All right, let's do this. Let's hop into the first issues. Now, it is worth noting, when we say first issue, we're going to use first issue for the way that the collected edition separates these books. But yeah, these were originally released as like mini digital chapters.
So chapter 1 in the book, you mean?
Part 1. Part 1 is as described in the book. It is issue 1. But each part of the book, each issue, each chapter is really 3 smaller digital chapters combined into one issue.
Okay.
So issue 1, here we go. We kick off in the present. We get a glimpse of things to come in the future as Batman sees an armed regime marching the streets, the symbol of fear hanging high above them, with the Superman symbol there on these red flags. It's a striking image, but one that we'll have to hop into I way later in the line, because this present day thing never gets brought up again in this first volume.
No,
It really is just to be like this is a tie-in to the game. That's all.
Hey, have you guys heard of Injustice? Have you guys heard of the soon-to-be hit video game Injustice: Gods Among Us?
Also, there's this weird thing.
Superman's Superman logo is like the Nazi flag.
Yeah,
and his soldiers are quacking like a duck and stepping like a goose.
Indeed. Now there's this weird thing that happens in the art, and it stays this way for like the entire first, I think, 2 years of the comics. Basically, in the story of the game, there are like 2 versions of all of our heroes, and the main art that was used for all the character designs in the game and as such is used for the artwork in this comic. Is the artwork used for the alternate universe versions, or I guess the mainline universe versions of the characters that can get brought over to the Injustice universe, where the characters look totally different? This is especially weird in a couple cases. You can see these characters evolving into those Injustice universe versions that are actually in the first game eventually, but some of them just die before they get a chance to change into those other versions, and it's a little weird.
Like Ginger Lois Lane.
Ginger Lois Lane. What about Ginger Lois Lane? She's not even in the game.
No, but she's ginger, and it's like, why is she ginger?
Probably because Amy Adams. This is 2013.
That explains it.
I was gonna say it's right there. It's Amy Adams. Yeah,
that explains why on so many of the covers Superman is just
enlightened in the room. Could you explain what that means?
Lois Lane is usually has black hair in every iteration.
Well, I know that, but
Amy Adams played Lois in Man of Steel, and Man of Steel came out the same year that this comic did.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's probably all it is.
But it's also not consistent because, like, in issue 2, her corpse isn't ginger. It's
wait, what? I've read this comic so many times. Really? Wait, really?
Yeah, no. If you open up the page, it's black-haired Lois Lane.
It's like a brown. It's like, yeah.
We should say there's like 20 different artists on this book because
so many different artists.
Were the digital issues releasing
I think
weekly?
It's the lighting. I think her corpse is still ginger.
It's still in her head. Yeah. Anyway, I love this opening scene with Clark and Lois. I really love these two are adorable. I love Clark being all excited about his unborn kid because he could hear its heartbeat. I love that idea. It's really sweet. Clark is a little
also fascinating because like John Kent doesn't exist yet. Like,
no, he would not exist for a number of years yet. This is just imagining that potential future, and Clark being a little dork about it, and Lois rightfully razzing his ass over it, and it's a cute scene. Todd Taylor just nails these little character moments that make you kind of immediately fall in love with these guys, even if you didn't love Clark and Lois as a couple beforehand. Like I think this is a great job. It does a great job of introducing you to that idea. It's a great little scene.
It's also interesting that Lois is still going to be a reporter throughout the pregnancy, and it's like, no, you're not going to baby me, Clark. We're happily married and happily having a child on the way.
Yep.
Yes, cute scene.
Cute scene. Yeah.
So we have to have.
Lois has to do some reporting, and then it's time to meet Batman. And again, Taylor just does a great job of introducing this friendship. We have Clark going to be with Bruce. It's as Batman and Superman, obviously. And Batman can immediately tell that Lois is pregnant because Clark's grinning like an idiot, and it's this really sweet moment. Again, Taylor just can really immediately get you to grasp that friendship. But
now we need to know that this is going to be a dark, fucked up universe because hi, Jimmy Olsen. Bye, Jimmy Olsen.
It is a rite of passage for bad timeline stories to kill Jimmy Olsen.
I need to know what if Brian had an opinion on Jimmy Olsen as a character. Brian, did you ever?
He sure was. He sure was there.
He sure was there,
and then he sure wasn't.
It's not like he's a core Superman character, kind of integral to making Superman work.
I mean, but also, I mean, to that point, it's yes, obviously the inciting incident for Superman going bad is killing Lois Lane. But also, I mean, to that point of making Superman who he is, killing Jimmy Olsen would also be a pretty big part of that. So we do that. Joker and Harley are revealed as they kill Jimmy Olsen. That's the end of our little digital chapter 1. Is the Joker reveal actually?
That makes so much sense. Yeah, no, there's
Oh, trust me, I haven't read the digital chapters since I first read this comic. I probably still remember them all like the back of my hand.
Can I just say, it is it is utterly wild that like I get it, and this was 2013, so digital comics were like
They were
a
new.
thing.
They were new. They were a big thing.
Like
And
ebooks were already like slowly morphing into what they are today, kind of.
mhm.
By the
This would
time
be a
of
great opportunity to
2013.
try that out with a game tie-in. Especially when certain other game tie-in comics weren't doing great. Like, despite how popular the Arkham franchise is, those comics were not like beloved in the way that the Injustice comics were. Um, but yes, so we have this. We open up our little digital chapter 2, still part of issue 1, with Superman finding Jimmy's body the next morning. We have Batman and Star Labs being informed of Jimmy's death, and Superman going to like get his help. We call in the Justice
Also
League.
noting that the Kryptonite was stolen from Star Labs.
Yep,
They got some kryptonite,
indeed.
and
And then we call in the Justice League. We got on a missing persons case. So Brian, I really want to know what your history was with some of these characters. As we go to introduce, we have Green Arrow, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, the Flash. We have all of them here. So what's your history with these guys?
So I remember, and I briefly go through my history with each of these characters. As I said earlier, I've met Wonder Woman a couple times, probably in Batman the Brave and the Bold, and probably just in passing in other cartoons. So, like, and I know the general premise of her character because of that Wonder Woman movie that came out a few years back.
The first one, the World War One film.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but so many people were talking about it that I kind of got the gist of it.
Okay.
Who else is on these pages? The Flash.
Flash, yes.
I remember.
but which one? It's Barry. It's Barry. I still can't tell them apart.
It's Barry Allen. Well, also Barry Allen would have been the main Flash at the time.
I've seen
because of the New 52 and because of the TV show.
Well, Batman the Brave and the Bold again. Every episode of that show, he's paired up with some other member of the Justice League. But so I've seen a couple versions of the Flash. I think just within Batman the Brave and the Bold, like there's multiple Flashes.
Yeah, that's the whole shtick with the Flash.
But I've also watched some of that like, is it CW?
CW. Yeah, CW did the Flash show, and they did Arrow.
I saw some of that CW Flash when it was first airing, and I was watching it with my mom. Was watching the Flash. Actually, I was watching it with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stopped watching it because there was too much crying.
It's a CW show. It
is melodrama incarnate.
So fucking melodramatic. But listen, I like a little bit of melodrama. You know, it was too much. Too much.
I don't know. That first season of Flash is still a fucking banger. And beyond season 1, it's whatever.
Who else do we got?
Did you do Cyborg?
He is a character in Teen Titans.
Correct. And then Green Arrow. Obviously, said Brave and the Bold. So yeah, I think that's all the characters introduced here. Let's see. So
Hell shows up at one point. I know.
Hell shows up at like at the start of like issue 3. The start of the digital issue 3.
Yeah.
But
this is going to be so goddamn confusing.
It's going to be so confusing. Sorry. But yeah, so Flash helps Batman scour the city. They find we're going to kill another important character. We kill Scarecrow. Jonathan Crane is dead because Joker has stolen some fear toxin from him. We go and find Wonder Woman goes and finds the submarine that that Joker is staying within. Superman takes it out of the ocean.
Likely has Lois on.
So Superman goes and finds the submarine, rips it open. Joker and Harley are operating on Lois Lane. Superman goes inside there. There's some fear toxin in there. Superman sees Doomsday. That is the end of the digital issue 2. Brian, I'm assuming you know who Doomsday is?
Nope.
Really? Okay. Do you know the famous comic story, The Death of Superman?
I know that it is a famous comic story.
Well, this is the guy that did it.
This is the guy that did it.
This is the guy that done killed Superman. So he's a big deal. So he's also a playable character in the game. So we got to show off Doomsday somehow.
He's very spiky.
He's very spiky. He's got bones protruding from him. Basically, Doomsday's whole thing is that he evolves at every time he is like defeated. So like he'll sort of like grow extra like muscles and bones, and he'll
especially the bones. They like to add bones.
They like to add bones.
He's a very 90s character.
He's looking very Stegosaurus here, I must say.
That he is.
But also has a ponytail.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. If you look at the one panel.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah,
that's stupid. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 90s design. What can you say? But Superman takes Doomsday, flies him up into fucking space. At this point, a number of our other Justice Leaguers arrive to stop Joker and Harley as they go to make their escape.
And Joker's like, "Oh, by the way, if Lois Lane, if she dies, I have her rigged up to explode the city of Metropolis."
It's fucking insane.
It's a fucking cartoon villain way of doing this.
You guys gotta watch at the very least the opening cutscene of the story mode of Injustice, because this shit is treated so seriously. Basically, how the game opens is it shows like a news broadcast of the destruction of Metropolis, and you cut to then the interrogation room where Batman and Joker are before Superman zooms in and does the little fist pumpy thing. So Lois is rigged to is connected to the bomb that's going to blow up Metropolis. Lois is also actually Doomsday, because the fear toxin made Superman see Doomsday instead of Lois, and so Superman is tricked into killing his wife and his unborn child. And yet you can't help but feel how this would fuck a guy up. It's like truly, sorry. It's not just his wife and his unborn child. It's the entire city of Metropolis as well, where all of his friends and family are. Like, it's rough,
and many of his enemies. But like,
that's true. It's a rough.
Yeah,
deal.
no.
Everybody Clark knows is dead.
Yeah,
except his parents.
Yeah, because they live out of the big city. So where are our minds at? Actually, I'm curious. Did you guys know what the inciting incident was? It's pretty famous.
I did.
Yeah,
I knew this shit.
I did. As I was reading it, I was like, I'm pretty sure I've seen a clip from an animated movie.
Yes, you have.
And when we got to the beach, and I think, which panel was it specifically?
Can I also say I love the way Taylor writes a lot of these characters. I love Joker's dialogue throughout all of this. It's
very Cesar Romero.
It was actually this panel where the Joker is looking very conniving. Batman saying, "Not on him. I'm not sure what would spew out of that mind, but it wouldn't be the truth."
Yeah, with lasso of truth.
That panel was like, I've seen this scene before.
Yes, and so you had, and so you were about to again. So into issue 2, or digital chapter 4, if you will. We open on a strong image of Clark carrying his wife's dead body, holding her stomach, because now dead child in there, and he rests among the destroyed city of Metropolis.
The Joker's motivations are quite literally, I was bored.
Yeah. I love also because again, Taylor does get these characters. Like the Joker's comment is literally like, "Oh, our relationship, it's too easy. It's too easy." Sorry, our relationship is difficult. I wanted to try it on easy mode for once. And Superman's easy to beat. He's easier than you. He's easier to get to at the very least. Easier to break. And I like that rationale for the Joker. Again, I just love this interrogation scene with Batman and Joker. I love the dialogue here. Fantastic stuff.
You know what's not fantastic?
Oh yeah, here we go, boys. So Diana goes to Clark. You know what? Nice little moment, legitimately, affirming that like Superman is not responsible for this. Saying, "Hey, this isn't your fault. There's no way you could have known. Just." I like that moment. We'll get back to Diana later.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this, Jacob. You made it sound like you were gonna have beef with this scene, and the scene is.
He's just preparing for what's about to come.
I'm preparing for what's going to happen.
It is not offensive. This specific scene.
Yeah. So Superman flies away. And I like the moment where Hal tries to stop him. Also, Hal Jordan's drawn with black hair. He kind of looks like Kyle Rayner. Not sure what that's about.
Yeah,
it's weird.
He's not the only one who looks like a different version of a character. Hi, Damian, who looks like Tim Drake through the entire goddamn thing. Like,
yeah.
Why are you white, Damian? Why are you white?
Also, Brian, history of Green Lantern while he's here.
Batman the Brave and the Bold exists, man.
Damn! Wow! Just all Batman Brave.
I do remember there was this CG animated show.
Oh yes. I've heard that's very good. I've never actually watched it.
I've never actually seen it either. I knew it was on when I was a kid.
It was one of those, like, it was kind of made as tie-in media to the Ryan Reynolds film, but it's not really. It's very much its own thing.
The point where I was just sort of almost done watching cartoons for a little bit, because
it would have been like 2011, 2012, right around when the original Clone Wars run ended.
Okay, so no, I was still watching cartoons by that point, because I was an Adventure Time kid. I know you guys are a little too old for that, but
yeah, I was never an Adventure Time.
Once again, I didn't have cable.
And also, we're not that much older than you, Brian.
Yeah,
well, I know, but Adventure Time had to hit like a specific age range, and you guys are just outside of it.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. But yeah, so we have Hal here trying to stop Clark. Clark, in a rampage, just steals Hal's ring from his finger, and so he falls out of the sky. He does save him, though, so that's nice. Hal tries to stop Clark from doing what he's about to do.
You know what's really, really funny? I know you say he's drawn like Kyle. My notes refer to him as Kyle.
Oh, really? Oh, you genuinely Kyle. Oh, no!
Genuinely thought this was Kyle Rayner.
Backtracking just a second. You know why I wasn't watching Green Lantern? I was watching repeats of the 90s Spider-Man animated series on Disney XD instead.
That'll do it. But we go into we go back to the interrogation room. We have the scene. I love the dialogue here. I'll read it off quick. Joker says, "You honestly think your friend will still be fun to play with?" Batman says he'll agree, but he will stay one of the best men I know. Joker goes, "No, I think he's going to be a whole lot funnier than that." As much as I like that, actually, I'm not going to lie, the dialogue is different in the game version of the interrogation scene. It might be a little better. I do quite like the game version of the scene, and also the build up to the actual gut punch, literally, is really good. But yeah, we get it. Superman shoves his fucking hand through the Joker and he kills him. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like how Batman is drawn.
Face.
The fucking surprised Pikachu face.
Dude.
Oh god.
You never see you like hardly ever see his pupils that big in that mask, and there they are on full
Yeah.
display. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Uh,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
I'll also say
Also, go ahead.
it's clearly like this is the inciting incident of in his grief he kills the Joker and then he starts um spiraling because
Yeah.
visually we should say Taylor like the artists have been in communication with the Killing Joke like
Yeah.
Joker's introduction is intentionally homaging the Killing Joke.
Yeah.
This
Um,
arguably could be homaging the end of the Killing Joke if
yeah.
you take the dumb ending as
Mhm.
what the ending of the Killing Joke means. It isn't.
Yeah.
We've talked about this.
So many
Uh,
times. But
But I do
uh,
like this, hopping back to that earlier panel. I do like when we first encounter the Joker in this comic. That is very, very wonderfully drawn,
yeah.
and it is
Yeah.
very spooky looking.
Yeah. Also, I mean, on the spooky aspect, I mean, honestly, just more gory. This is surprisingly graphic. It's really
yeah,
graphic. They don't show this in the game. You see Superman like raise his arm, and then he thrusts forward. There's a cut to black, and you hear like a squelching and the Joker laughing, and that's the opening. You don't actually see it happen. Um,
isn't the game also rated M for mature because
no,
it's
it's
like
T. It's T.
Well,
uh
that would be why they should have
wait
rated
then
it
Yeah.
what?
M.
Yeah. I I don't know, man. Um, yeah.
Was it because the comics code was dead, so it's like let's just go
Well,
crazy?
I
Like
suppose maybe I don't know. And as far as like making the game T, I mean, it was definitely NetherRealm trying to like reach the widest market for its superhero IP that it suddenly had. So I don't know. There's that because the thing, NetherRealm usually makes rated M games with Mortal Kombat. They just they pulled back for it, I guess, because again, superhero game.
Well,
But
they made up for it in the comic, I guess.
yeah, big time.
so now we
Uh,
have an interlude, basically.
yeah, we have a little digital chapter 5 here. Let's talk about Harley in the immediate aftermath of the Joker's death.
I think what's fascinating in general is that this is right at the point where this is right in the middle of shipping of the Harley and Joker as like a good like in pop culture as like a good pairing, quote unquote. Because
I
like
suppose, yeah.
that was a
What,
thing.
we're in the midst of a couple of different things right now. We're seeing popular big adaptations of Harley Quinn become a thing at the time. The Arkham games
I
were
mean,
really big, so people, the Arkham games were a big thing responsible for Harley and Joker's fandom. And I think
and Taylor I think is really really interesting. I don't want to say he doesn't quite give Harley agency.
I mean, he's the annual was a full on just Harley Quinn solo comic. You like, um,
He has to. It feels like he has to be in line with Harley and Joker are a thing when in mainline comics at the time they aren't. Like it's
mhm.
it's very different.
Also
Um,
incredibly forward thinking of the time to be like, hey, let's actually just portray Harley as a good guy, just like make her one of the heroes, which is also something consistent with the game. The game wants to be like, she's part of Batman's resistance. Um, uh, and so we're setting those seeds here as well. But we see like Harley in a really fucking downer place. I love the inner monologue here of her just
Dude,
like.
I'm just thinking about how the movie does.
Yeah.
Oh! I'm
Yeah.
scrolling through the panels and I'm like, God, the comic did it so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. But yeah, Harley like kills her police escort, steals a cop car, goes to I'm guessing
Dumb
I get
Joe's no novelty jokes.
I love it. And
And
she's intercepted by Green Arrow. So let's really talk about Green Arrow because he's a goddamn star in this book. I really love Green Arrow. I'm glad Brian did too, obviously.
he is
He's
like the
just
one person who can see the writing on the wall from page one and is like, well,
Yeah, I know. I joked earlier that I relate to Batman. I really relate to the Green Arrow.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
fair. That is fair.
dude is just like he's just tired of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's also nice that
honestly,
this is coming out right in the big heyday of Arrow, which is let's try to make a Batman show, but it's Green Arrow.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, and so for a popular adaptation of a or for a popular comic tying into a game to just be like, hey, yeah, no, we're still gonna be actual Green Arrow,
or at least much closer to actual Green Arrow. Like,
yeah, and to be fair, like this isn't to disparage the game. The game does Green Arrow perfectly as well, and so does the second game actually.
Taylor
Sorry.
may lean in a little bit too much to some of the clips of Oliver Queen.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't think that it's not really a spoiler. You guys know there's a multiverse aspect to it. Green Arrow's in both games. So
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. There's well, I imagine because I did look up the roster after reading to be like, okay, what's the
Oh
actual
yeah.
roster of the
What
game?
characters
And
actually?
then
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, hang on, Dick, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a multiverse game. Also, there's another thing I can't spoil because of the alternate versions of the characters. Yeah, because you'll also note there's not a Robin in there either. In that roster. There are also some characters that aren't really represented in this comic much. Like Killer Frost isn't in this comic at all, but she's part of the roster.
Ares is in the comic briefly for a brilliant point at the end of
Yeah.
the next issue.
Yeah. Bane is not really in the comic. Black Adam is here for like a single issue, or for a
Is
single
he
segment of an
voiced by
issue.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
He is not. He is not. In fact, the Black Adam Injustice voice is the guy I think of whenever I read Black Adam in a comic. Can't think of who it is now though. Solomon Grundy shows up in this. Not much though. But yeah. That's the lineup gets a little skewed sometimes when it comes to adapting it. Actually, no, Raven isn't in this at all either. Raven's in the game, and she's not in the comic either. Odd.
But she's in the movie.
Oh yes, she is. Oh god, the fucking movie. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, so we have Green Arrow here. We have Green Arrow being genuinely sympathetic to Harley in like, hey, yeah, I know you're going through a lot right now. I still have to be a superhero and take you in. And there's some fun little.
But I've also got to
comedic
protect you because Superman is going to kill you. Like,
I will say, I think what draws me to Green Arrow at the moment in this is he's sort of a tonal foil to Batman.
Yes. Yeah.
He's he's definitely, I think, the closest thing we have to comic relief in this.
Yeah.
the closest thing we have to comic relief is Harley Quinn.
That's too, of course, which is also why these characters are paired up a lot throughout this whole book.
And I think what I appreciate about him, something that it just charms me a little bit, is he's trying to be dark and brooding like Batman and just can't quite do it.
Mhm.
Like if you look at how he's drawn in all these panels, he's got this very dour, serious look to him.
That's his Arrow Cave, which
Yeah.
has the response, why don't you call it like the Quiver?
And he said that's actually a good name, you know. But no, I love this.
He just
dynamic.
can't keep it up, and I don't know. I find that charming.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a stupid thing, I know, but I also just like the little gag of the fake mustache. You know, it's just like something to make Harley happy in this time, as you know, as she just has literally lost everything in her world and has to start to become her own person. But for now, it's a nice little comedic reprieve that is much needed in a pretty heavy comic, which isn't going to get any lighter as we go into the digital chapter 6 with Superman in the Fortress of Solitude. With
he should have kept the stubble, I think.
Interesting point. Do you think it actually looks cool, or do you think it's specifically something that like should only be for Injustice Superman?
I think it should only be for Injustice Superman.
It does show his deteriorating mental state because he then decides to be like, I'm gonna be a white savior and I'm gonna go
Yeah, we got the. This is a segment of the comic that has come under some pretty heavy fire over the years.
What? Tom Taylor writes the Middle East in the. I want to say the dumbest, because I've read Death in the Family.
Yeah. This is a segment that is not particularly well liked. The segment is essentially Superman just finally kind of has enough and like comes out of the fortress after the first thing he's done after killing the Joker, and says, I'm just so it says like I'm sick of the, for lack of a better term, injustice in the world, and wants to do something about it. And so he goes to liberate the country of Bialia,
which is, the fake country,
Yeah.
not real.
Yeah, he saves this kid. He takes down a foreign dictator and strips him in front
and
of
also
his
says
people.
also claims he doesn't speak Arabic, and it's like, he's like, look at me, I've been imperfect as a superhero, and it's my prerogative basically to stop everything in the world.
Well, not a great scene, especially when it comes to real world parallels.
I don't know. I think, call me crazy, I think there's an argument to be made here that, like, the white savior-y thing is supposed to be a bad move on his part.
Definitely.
Given the context of the rest of the comic. I mean, I've heard this criticism leveled at Dune before as well. And
I would argue the criticism is more of the portrayal of Middle Eastern people as a people needing to be saved almost exclusively in this book is a problem. Like, and it's also a problem in DC Comics at large in general that can crop up a lot. There's a lot of Orientalism in DC's in a very specific way in DC specifically that's different from in Marvel.
Well, that's just sort of inherited stuff from its origins, I would imagine. I mean, like, a lot of stuff from the 30s and 40s is very heavy.
I'm talking about stuff from the 70s, Brian.
Stuff. Oh, well, again, I'm like, I don't know. Superman and Batman have their origins in the 30s and 40s, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So, I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is, look at shit like Conan the Barbarian. Like
with Batman, yes, we talked about in episode 100 a lot about the origin of Batman and where that's messy.
But I'm just saying, like, with these characters who originate from that time period, that's just unfortunately, like, tropey stuff that comes along with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In this case, I think, there's just a very messy real world parallel that could have been swapped for something else. If you want to do Superman saving an oppressed people, there was a more tactful way to go about this. The point of this
also gets incredibly messy later on when Taylor doesn't just limit it to things that are fake DC countries and brings in real countries.
Isn't there? I might be thinking of the movie specifically. I'm not sure, but isn't there a point where he like actually drops Saddam Hussein's name or something?
I don't think.
A bit more than that. He solves the Israel-Palestine conflict. Like,
lol.
In one
panel.
I mean,
he doesn't solve it. Not really.
He solves it.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like this stuff is all supposed to be not good within the context of the story.
No, I agree with that. And the point of the scene still stands. I'm just saying the messy allegory is still messy. But we have Diana coming in after all this, telling him to, like,
Diana is immediately positioning herself as Superman's right-hand man. Like,
yeah.
Like,
She is going mad for his super dick, dude.
Yeah, yo, for real. But you know, and also let's bear in mind this is the Joker's blood is still all over Superman's hand. Like he like not much time has passed since his death.
Oh, here's the thing. Like the timeline of this entire comic is about a month, I think, like a month and a half in total.
I'm not sure that's quite right.
It's maybe 2 months. It surprised me when I was over halfway through, and it's like
year one, Jacob.
No, but like the bulk of this book takes place in about a month. Like,
I think that there's a little bit more time than that, I'd say. But no, it doesn't quite literally take place across a year. You're right about that. Anyway, Clark.
Because there's a point. I think it's like issue 9 or 10 where it opens with a month has passed since Superman killed the Joker. Like,
oh yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess like, again, there could also be more time afterwards because, like, I don't know. The implication was always like later on when Batman gets the Resistance together, like those guys are like regularly doing these jobs over a longer period of time.
I mean, it speeds up, but like the bulk of this is pretty quick.
Anyway, Superman puts himself before the world at the United Nations, reveals his identity as Clark Kent, and vows to put a stop to these regimes. He calls for a worldwide ceasefire. All hostilities will stop immediately, or I will stop them. There is, I mean, this is obviously the point of the book where first off we're positing that like Superman is doing all this because he believes he's doing it to protect the world, while slipping steadily into a fascist dictatorship. But this just brings us into issue 3, or digital chapter number 7, if you will, and we open with the U.S. military. Oh man. Okay, so this is the scene you were talking about before, Jacob, right?
Yeah. Like, which one? I've been talking about a lot. Which one?
No, sorry. This is not the. Is this the Israel-Palestine conflict you were?
No, that's much
before?
later. No, that happens later.
What scene? I'm
trying to think. That's the scene where he literally sits the two leaders.
Down.
Yes, yeah, he literally.
Yes. Yes. I forgot about that. Anyway, but yes, Superman intercepts a drone that the U.S. military was using. The U.S. military is sick of Superman shenanigans, so they decide to kidnap Ma and Pa Kent.
Yeah.
So they do this.
And they get Mirror Master to do it.
Do you get Mirror Master because they're gonna hide Ma and Pa Kent in a mirror?
Who the fuck is Mirror Master?
Mirror Master is a Flash villain.
Yeah.
He uses mirrors to travel through pocket dimensions, essentially.
And here's the thing about the Flash villains. They kind of don't fit in a story like this in a lot of ways. Like, they
can. They're just not given the spotlight in this comic.
They're not the spotlight, but what's a shame, because there is a thing in here that is, I'm like, Taylor, explore this idea more. It's a fascinating idea.
It really is just there are no playable Flash villains in the first game, so they can't. Now, if they were doing the second game, you've got like Grodd and Reverse Flash and Captain Cold in that, and that would be cool. But alas, this is what we're stuck with.
But yeah, so Mirror Master's.
Is Mirror Master Scottish or Irish?
I'm not sure what he's supposed to be, honestly. Does he read like he has an accent?
Yeah, so Flash, for such a fast one, you sure do look slow.
I mean, his real name is Scudder. Like, he
reads to me like the Irish priest from Hellsing a little bit. I think the way I'm looking at just the way he emphasizes the accent, it does look.
I was going to say, is this because he's ginger? But I don't know if you actually see that he's ginger in this book. I can't remember.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, but we capture the Kents. Superman becomes aware of them being trapped in a mirror dimension, and we go into, I believe, what was the next digital chapter, as the Justice League gathers to discuss saving the Kents. There's Raven. Actually, she just showed up for one panel. Look at her.
Yeah,
Two panels.
I don't know why she's red though. Like, why is she red?
That might be a thing relating to the story of the main game, but I don't. I guess was she red the whole time? I guess I could say.
Well, here's the weird thing. She's not red when she shows up for one panel in the final issue. Like
that's probably a mistake then. Because here's the thing: she is red in the Injustice timeline in the main game, but that's for a pretty specific reason.
Are they doing a Trigon thing? They're probably doing a Trigon thing.
Yeah. Basically, she gave it a Trigon and became fully demonic. But there's probably just a coloring mistake in this particular issue. But so here we go. Here's the Diana bit. So Diana calls in the Justice League to help Superman save his parents. And there's a particular line here where she says, they will apparently be killed if Superman continues to get in the way of governments. Whoever did this wants us to know our place. I am Princess Diana of Themyscira, and I know my place. Oh, man. Thanks, Diana.
Which I will play the silver lining, which I hate this line. I do. This would have a much different context if she wasn't immediately, I want to fuck Clark Kent. I want to fuck that man.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I know
it
my
is,
place, and it is subservient to Superman.
which of course, shall we say, that is antithetical to the creation of Wonder Woman as a character? Like,
yeah, like, and it's super weird because God, every other character that has to change throughout the course of this timeline gets a proper character arc. Diana is just immediately here. It's super weird.
I do want to read that as she knows her place, as in fuck the government.
Which is a very Diana thing, or would be. However, the text doesn't exactly support this because it's immediately followed by, I believe in what has been started. I believe in Superman. Like,
yeah.
And I will not stand by while he is attacked in this way. It's all about him. I'm centering the man. It's also, again, Wonder Woman was a character created as a potential vision of the future where, like, women were equal and powerful, and often more than equal, and kind of in charge, because William Moulton Marston was an interesting person. In so many ways.
He just wanted a strong Amazonian mommy to step on him.
Oh, 100% correct, actually.
It's unironically. Multiple, actually. At the same time, he was in a polyamorous relationship with his wife.
Well,
and his secretary?
Sounds like he was living his best life then.
Yeah, he truly was.
Seriously, also doing some interesting work in the field of psychology.
Yeah. Apparently
William Moulton Marston is a fascinating person.
Apparently there's a biopic or something that I have to watch.
Did he think about maybe psychoanalyzing himself?
I feel like he was constantly doing that, potentially. But anyway, so the Justice League is called on to help Superman. They go out and find our various Flash villains to find out where Mirror Master is.
Various Flash villains and Man-Bat and Clock King for some reason. Like,
yes, don't worry about that. But we got Weather Wizard, Captain Boomerang, Gorilla Grodd, Captain Cold. Very cool stuff. You know what? Brian would really love Captain Boomerang if you read like some Suicide Squad.
Oh no, Brian would just like anything written by John Ostrander. Angry. I hate Reagan right now. I hate Ronald Reagan. I'm going to make it everybody's problem. Like,
it's good.
That does
shit.
sound kind of fun.
Yeah, read Suicide Squad.
I have several recommendations for things that I think you genuinely would love.
My beloved Suicide Squad.
I want to be edgy, contrarian, and not like Suicide Squad.
I feel like
continue to not read Suicide Squad.
Honestly, liking Suicide Squad is edgy and contrarian.
Also, like, there's this idea that Taylor introduces here that sadly, because like Joey said, there's no Flash villains in the game.
Yeah.
The Rogues lost people too, because the Rogues, I love the idea of the Rogues having this camaraderie. It is one of the most fascinating things about Flash comics in general. That like, and things that only work for Flash comics, mainly because the rogues aren't nearly as deadly as, say, Batman villains.
Yeah,
Even if they are just as silly.
And the rogues have a code of honor, which is always really nice. But yeah, they try to protect Mirror Master. Raven eventually gets to him. We're able to find our way, find out where the Kents are being held, which is along the the largest natural mirror in the world,
which is salt flats in Bolivia.
Yeah. Is this a real thing? I imagine this is a real thing.
Is what reflective?
Are salt flats reflective like mirrors?
I don't know. I've never been to a salt flat.
Like, is this a real thing?
Yeah.
Well, this place is okay. Huh? Interesting. Gotcha.
Is it real? For real?
It is real. Oh, huh? Yeah, no, that's pretty damn reflective.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah. That's cool.
So yeah, they're being held there. Superman gets them out with the help of Flash. But
there's also the reveal that this was the direct plan of the President of the United States.
Indeed.
Who is who, let's be honest, thank God Tom Taylor had the foresight to be just generic American president.
Yeah. But yeah, Batman sneaks into the Oval Office and says like, "Hey, you fucked up because now Superman knows what's up and you are in trouble, my friend." I do particularly like the line. The police wouldn't think to look for your body on Saturn, which, good God. But we had the issue there.
Also, it's also our first moment of Tom Taylor being like, "Hey, guys, here's my savvy political commentary. Did you know power corrupts? I say as the president, because I know this." President, who isn't really a character? Like, he's an obstacle.
Yeah, no, he doesn't really have a name either in this comic, does he?
He is the president of the United States.
The president, hell yeah.
He is generic.
He is fulfilling the generic president of the United States role that you've seen in countless pieces of fiction.
But at least the generic president of the United States role in countless pieces of fiction will give their president at least some allusion towards a real life president, usually the current one. But obviously,
so Tom Taylor's saying this is Obama, right?
Tom Taylor obviously doesn't want to say that, because this is like
unlike Flashpoint, which has the balls to say, "Yeah, Obama's the president in the Flashpoint world."
Yeah, that's John's.
But anyway,
I would love to know. I would love to know when Taylor wrote this, because this started releasing in like early 2013, right? Like,
yeah.
So he was likely writing it before the election of 2012. Maybe? So it might have been like, well, I don't entirely. It's probably going to be Obama, but what if it was Romney? I like to imagine that this is Mitt Romney.
Potential Mitt Romney presidency. Anyway, so we have digital issue number 9. Then we have a little interlude here with Diana Prince. Oh dear. This actually isn't a terrible sequence here. I don't mind.
There's an interesting idea here of, as heroes start to fall, they become more and more like Ares, the literal god of war.
Because this whole sequence here is Diana and Ares butting heads as there is literal conflict going on around them, and examining their ideologies, particularly Diana's turn into darker things, which Ares
was like, "Hey, you left Themyscira as an ambassador of peace, and now you're just like really horny for war." Like,
yeah. God, I hate that Ares is right. There's a really fascinating scene here. That is,
and Ares also says, "Will you take her place?" In referring to Lois, "Will you lie in his bed?"
Fascinating stuff.
And it says, "Lois was an incredible woman. Does not answer my question. I will let him grieve." And then, she still doesn't answer it because she. She wants to fuck the man.
Yeah, yeah. Which is still so wrong, but also I kind of love Ares rubbing it in her face. Um, we have Superman then coming in. Him and Diana tag teaming Ares, killing him. But again, God, he's not actually dead. He'll
He's
be
not
back.
actually dead.
Yeah. But yeah, that is the end of that chapter, taking us into issue 4 or digital issue number
I've
10.
been muted for like the past 5 minutes.
For like a minute or two, yeah.
What was I gonna say? Is there a reason they're pushing this Diana interest in Clark so hard?
Just because that's where the game needs to end up.
That's where this is
that's
one of those so clearly this is what happens in the game. Put them together.
You guys should just watch the scene where like Diana's introduced in the Injustice universe in the story mode, where like she comes out in this fucking dress that's like it's the classic fucking like dress that like full like V cut like down to like her stomach. Fucking that's her introduction in there as she like goes to like talk to Clark as he realizes the other Injustice or other Justice Leaguers that have been brought over from the other universe. It's a sequence. Anyway,
they are fucking.
Yeah. 100%.
If I had a nickel for every bad timeline where Clark and Diana were fucking, I'd have too many goddamn nickels. Like,
yeah. Well, what is it? It's just this, really.
Joey,
is the New 52 a bad timeline?
Joey, you're forgetting of a different one.
Wait, what am I forgetting? Wait, what am I doing? Wait, what am I forgetting? Truly.
Episode 5 of the podcast. And it's mainly its
sequel. Yeah. See, I don't care about that.
Yeah, but it's pretty goddamn famous.
Do you guys have a format by episode 5?
Yes.
Yeah. Do be more though. The audio quality on that is rough because Jacob couldn't get his mic shit together.
Which is so funny because that was really funny.
Were you still using Skype at the time as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
there's no
issue 4
for taste.
Guys, we're only on issue 4. We gotta start going through this, my guys. Issue 4 or digital chapter number 12. Or no, sorry, 10. What am I saying? Jesus. So
I'm glad you're tracking these because I am not.
It's multiples of 3. It's easy. So let's meet Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne. Brian, history with these characters?
I actually have a where the fuck is it? For Christmas 2020.
Oh,
maybe 2019. I don't know. I got the Batman 80th anniversary 18 film collection.
Very cool.
On DVD. So what have I watched?
Oh, so you've probably seen Son of Batman then, right?
I have seen Son of Batman and Batman versus Robin.
Okay. Batman versus Robin is not great, but Son of Batman's pretty good. I enjoy that one a great deal. So okay, so you already get the gist with these guys.
And
that's
of
cool.
course, I know Dick Grayson from the '90s Batman animated series.
Yeah, well, he's also the Robin in Teen Titans as well.
Yes.
Yeah, but
if they're doing a Robin, 9 times out of 10, it's 9 times out of 10, it's Dick.
You know, I like Dick.
Yes, he's great. He's great.
I like Dick.
Brian.
I was also going to say 1 time out of 10, if they're doing a Robin, they're doing Jason, but they're calling him Tim.
Yeah.
Which again, where the fuck are Jason and Tim in this? Because there's like a scene at some point in the Batcave where we do see a line of Robin suits in glass cases. So I'm like, did Jason and Tim die in this universe? Like,
I truly don't remember. I forget if they ever come up in the Injustice universe. Honestly,
I'm vaguely aware of Tim Drake. What
Tim Drake's probably the one. What's up?
What's the story with Jason and Tim?
Jason Todd is spoilers, I guess, kind of spoilers. Jason Todd's the one that dies.
Right.
And gets brought back to life as Red Hood.
However, when they're doing the '90s show and they replace Dick with Tim, it's not Tim, it's Jason.
with
Jason's
it-
backstory.
it's Tim. Yeah, it's Tim Drake.
I'm familiar with Tim from Batman the Animated Series.
So you're
and
familiar
Yeah.
with
Return
Jason.
of the Joker.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that Tim Drake is actually just Jason Todd's backstory. He's not really Tim Drake.
Well, especially in Return of the Joker, I feel like, because I watched Under the Red Hood before I watched Return of the Joker. Actually,
that's fair.
I was like,
God, Tim Drake
These
really
are
is
very
probably
similar setups.
Tim Drake probably is the most underrepresented adapted Robin, isn't he?
Which is wild because he's the Robin with like the most runs of just
yeah.
a solo book.
Anyway, but yeah, so okay, so we meet Dick and Tim in this. We have a sequence where they're training, and Damian lashes out, throws one of Nightwing's sticks at him. Superman comes in and catches it. This will be important later. Superman comes in and catches it, and asks to go see Bruce.
And Damian's like, it's actually a good thing that you killed the Joker. Everyone's safer now. Also, Damian's supposed to be 13. Like,
yeah.
And he's drawn
I do
like
that line that how are you the darkest thing in this cave?
Yeah, that is fun. Tom Taylor's really good with like really quippy dialogue like that.
the man can quip.
Yeah. I gotta say I've always loved this Bruce and Clark scene here in the cave. This is where we really start to examine their diverging paths in this universe. I just I love where the initial argument breaks out of Batman being like, "You're scaring them." Clark is like, "Good," he fucking rips off Batman's mask. And Clark is like, "No, they should be scared." Like there should be there should be like a level of fear in them. It's basically what you do, just on a global scale. Batman is all about striking fear into criminals. Superman wants to do the same thing.
Which is so fascinating because, of course, Batman has evolved sort of where there is striking fear, but there's also striking fear into criminals, not into
ordinary
everybody.
People.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And of course, we're examining the no kill rule because Superman has killed.
Yeah, you got to examine that. Especially with everyone knows the classic Batman slippery slope argument. It starts with one. You could justify one death, okay, but you could justify every single one. Yes. Meanwhile, we're setting up a background plot here with a whale that was killed by these
by a whaling ship, an illegal whaling ship.
Yep. Aquaman becomes aware of this and begins lashing out. He sinks this ship, and the Justice League becomes aware of that. They intend to do something about it as Aquaman begins sending his army to the surface to stop these whalers from killing more. And he is confronted by Diana and the Justice League. And a fight begins to break out between them.
The idea is that Atlantis needs to be independent from the surface world, largely because I feel like this is also we need to have the games be a thing. The game be a thing.
Yeah,
so
it is interesting. This is another thing that I can't really spoil because Aquaman ends up in an interesting spot despite all this. But also by the way for Brian, Shazam and Hawkgirl are here. History with
AKA Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel.
He wouldn't know him as Captain Marvel. He would know him as Shazam.
I have seen Hawkgirl in the background. I know Aquaman from Batman the Brave and the Bold once again, and Jason Momoa. Shazam. I'm not too familiar with Shazam.
Oh, okay.
I know there was a movie.
There was a movie with famed conservative nut job Zachary Levi
and anti-vaxxer and.
I feel like conservative nut job covers that. It covers all of that. It's genuinely a great film, though.
Shazam seems cool. I guess. I've always kind of found Aquaman boring in the few things I've seen.
A classic.
With him.
A classic.
Huh?
Oh man, just a classic normie opinion. We'll get you there eventually.
Ryan wants to be the edgy contrarian, but his opinions are just like the general public.
He was gonna say, yeah. This is just the average opinion. There's not much we can do about that.
Was I like this when we started the podcast?
I'd be
so.
I'd be interested in seeing more from Shazam. Shazam seems like a cool wizard.
The downside
kid.
is Shazam doesn't have a whole lot of runs.
I mean, you could just do the Jeff Johns volume and see if you're interested from there.
Yes.
You know, and as far as Jeff Johns go, you could also, if you're interested in doing some good Aquaman, you could do Jeff Johns' Aquaman.
We'll just skip the fourth
I'm
volume
good.
of Jeff Johns'
I'm good
Aquaman
on
because that.
Aquaman. I'm not interested in Hot Girl, Hawk Tua Girl. What the
Bruh.
who is this bitch, and why do I keep seeing her like in the background of everything?
So she's a character that has always kind of been around in comics, but
is always in the fucking background and never
well,
has
she became really popular because of the 2000s Justice League cartoon. She was part of the main lineup of that team, and so people kind of like using her sparingly. She also famously has showed up.
She's the Boba Fett of the Justice League, is what you're telling me.
Except infinitely more complicated because
but Boba Fett's also a good character, beyond the original trilogy. But no, with Hawkgirl, she's also been adapted recently in the James Gunn Superman movie. She was in that as well. She's rather good in that. But anyway, we are sort of cutting back and forth between this fight with Aquaman and the Batman Superman argument. Eventually, the Batman and Superman argument gets really heated because Clark calls out Bruce's ignoring of his children, Dick and Damian. Oh yeah, sorry, Brian, you might not know this. Dick Grayson is legally adopted by Bruce eventually in the comics. That's definitely the route that this comic kind of goes off of.
He's like officially legally adopted.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean he seems.
I mean, he chills with Bruce Wayne in the cartoon as well. I mean,
yeah.
I know the backstory, the parents in the circus or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Yep, that's the one. But yeah, so Clark scolds Bruce for this. Bruce tries to punch Superman. It doesn't go well because again, you're punching Superman head on with a red normal fist, and he fractures a number of bones. Fascinating movement. But there's an alert about what's happening with Aquaman. Superman goes to deal with that. Before he leaves, I like this little moment between Alfred and Clark as well, where Alfred says, "I'm not staying for tea, Master Kent. I'm afraid not, Alfred. You don't have to call me Master." And Alfred's like, "Good. Let's remember that." Great foreshadowing for the end of this comic. It's the end of this fucking comic is
Alfred is a G.
We love Alfred, a king. But we go to the Aquaman fight. We unleash the fucking Kraken? Literally.
The Kraken.
And in response, Superman's like, "All right, we're gonna then raise Atlantis."
And they literally lift Atlantis out of the ground.
This? I feel like this is very much point of no return. This is when for Superman, like, he's threatening to genocide an entire country.
Yes.
Yeah. This is
like he's gone beyond like just punishing dictators at this point. He's going to genocide an entire
I mean
people.
It's kind of the whole point of issue 4 in particular, which is that whole fight between Clark and Bruce, which is that's how justification works. You just do it once and you just keep doing it again and again and again, and it'll probably get worse every time. So we see Clark slowly spiraling throughout all of this.
And
importantly, he gets the Justice League just to do his dirty work for him.
That's a problem I have with this premise in general. Is I feel like there generally would be a lot more pushback.
Oh yeah,
you do get to see some of it throughout the rest of this comic, especially with Flash. I like how Taylor does Flash. Actually, and Shazam, for that matter. Green Lantern is unfortunately not focused on as much, and he should be because he's one of the heavy hitters of the league in this case.
Also, he's a character who's been around as character who's historically also been a foil for Green Arrow. Specifically, Hal has at least.
You got. This is what I mean when I say like year 2 is way better than year 1. Because year two. I don't know if you see the cover of year 2. It's the Green Lantern show. Year 2 is the Green Lantern show. It's a great story. And also being heavily Green Lantern focused might also be why I love it so much. But year 2,
you're also a massive Green Lantern fan.
Year 2 is also just a much more focused story than year 1.
I just feel like a lot of this premise, at least in the way it's explored in this comic, just relies on the characters making out of character decisions.
Part of the problem is some of this is an idiot plot, where like
a little bit
and that is a problem.
And the characters become idiots in service of the plot.
And this isn't entirely. And again, I think a lot of it is really the push and pull between this has to be a tie into a video game where everything has to go badly, and we have to get hit, and we have to hit certain plot points. We can't deviate from that.
Yeah, I do think though, like to that point, I think this is a moment that makes this particular sequence stand out because you see Aquaman, who is a Justice Leaguer, like you see him really pushing back hard, and being a driving force in this resistance here.
Yes. I'll also say though, like the setup of Aquaman suddenly wanting to be sovereign and everything is very abrupt. It's kind of weird. Like it is this very weird. Well, we gotta get. It feels like we're missing something, and then Arthur doesn't disappear. I will also say
another example of something I'm fucking missing coming up later on.
I'll also say I do like. This is also the point of no return for Diana. Diana being characterized decently by the end of this one because Arthur tries to reach out to Clark through Diana. And Diana's just like...
And she chooses not to. Yeah. It is a fascinating point.
I hate to say it. Diana might be one of the real villains of this thing. Like,
yeah, she's bad. She's bad.
She just wants that man's super dick.
But there are points where I'm like, is this going to be revealed that she's actually Eris? Is she actually Eris?
Oh, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? You would hope so, wouldn't you?
Masquerading as Diana.
You would hope so, wouldn't you?
Did you say masquerading or masturbating?
Both.
I said masquerading, but like, take your pick.
Oh man. Yeah, but that ends issue 4. Going to issue 5. This is digital chapter 13. We start on here.
What a woman will do. Super
behind every powerful man is an even more powerful woman after some super dick. Digital issue 13 I really love. I love this Flash issue. This is really good.
Yeah, I love the Flash stuff. The Arkham stuff, we'll get to it.
Come on. The Arkham stuff's good. Fuck off.
Sorry, there's one aspect of the Arkham stuff in the next issue that I despise. It's so dumb. It is dumb.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't help that I was more aware of it as a meme before anything else. Because
that's your fault. That's your fault. Then it's not a fault of the comic. We have Flash here. We do this kind of in media res with Flash here. Just I like the idea of him just like finding a really long stretch of land to run and like clear his mind with. And we see why he is trying to do this. We flash back. We see this kid that sort of like
has a power suit somehow. Question mark. Like
trying to stand up to Superman. And Superman and Wonder Woman beat the kid, slam him into the ground. Flash goes to help the kid. Meets with like first of all, also Batman acts as this interesting sort of like voice in Barry's ear as he's
Batman who has had his communicator access to like the Justice League revoked. Like we have drawn lines that like Batman is persona non grata.
Oh man,
but
this issue made me feel bad when I was reading it.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I was
the
just like,
idea.
I was just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Like, Superman, how the mighty have fallen, bro.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's a similar
Well,
digital chapter to this one
I'm
later on, specifically involving Superman, that I find really strong as
see,
well.
I'm tired, so I'm not like I can't like make a clever thing out of this connection, but there's you know, Dick is lecturing uh Damien earlier in the last issue about
Mhm.
giving not going for the kill shot, basically, not like
Yeah.
trying to disable people.
Mhm.
Everybody deserves a second chance. And
Yeah.
then we immediately see Clark not do that.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
Yeah. It's a sad
And what I
moment.
find interesting is that like this kid that's happens to also have been a big like fan of
Of
the
the
Flash, like
Flash. Yeah.
met Barry, like
Mhm.
um, and like that gives Barry pause to be like, huh, we've kind of fucked up. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll comment on Barry
Which
more
it
later
makes
in the
me
comic.
wonder why after this he doesn't just join the
because
resistance.
the plot requires he doesn't. Because the
Well,
plot
again, I can't spoil the game. Fuck. God. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Okay. I'll say this. Part of the plot of the game is Barry has joined Superman's regime reluctantly, and he changes sides towards the end. So, like,
because the plot requires he can't have changed yet. That's what I'm saying.
okay,
Like
but the plot also does require that we demonstrate these doubts in his mind. We see that like Barry isn't
I
actually
just
fully on board with
I
this.
feel like this scene is nasty enough though, and we spend so much time on it, and he's so fucked up about it that like it doesn't make sense for him. It's too much this early on in the story, I
Perhaps,
think.
I mean, perhaps. Uh, I can see where you're coming from with that. But also, there are other significant Barry Allen scenes. And also, to be fair, while I do partially agree with that, I think also there's the larger DC universe thing to keep in mind. Like, these are superheroes. These are comrades who have fought together for years on end, and and have known and trust each other. Realistically, to the rest of the league, the perception is that only Batman has defected from them, and everyone else is still part of the Justice League, and they're still all working together.
I feel like this
gung
is
ho. Well,
probably
Batman
also
and Aquaman. Aquaman has defected at this point as well. Like
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I feel like that's also probably a common premise that people are tired of seeing is Batman against the rest of the league.
yeah, well,
Feel
part of the problem is
Uh,
just part of the problem is the oversaturation of Batman. Like I love Batman.
yeah.
He's like my second favorite DC. He's one of my favorite DC superheroes. Probably my second favorite DC superhero. Um,
Who's your
like
favorite?
Superman.
Superman.
I'm a
Look.
Batman guy.
I
Batman
love a
good.
Paragon. I love a Paragon. Um, honestly, I loved him even more when I read some of the early Golden Age stuff because Siegel and Schuster were fascinating. Um,
But yeah, so like, oh, I don't know. I don't think I understand where you're coming from with it, with the thing about Flash Brian, but we'll comment on that more later, because again,
I
there
mean,
are other
in
things that.
isolation, it's a beautiful bit of this story. It's just, there's 5 years where he's not defecting. It like I said, I like it. I like the concept. I think it should probably happen a little later than like month 2.
Perhaps, yeah, I get you. Um, anyway, we go to our next digital chapter. Then, we have a flash forward here with Batman. Did you guys know? I think Jacob obviously knew that Dick Grayson
I
died.
knew.
In this, yeah. Brian, were you aware of this? This is a pretty famous part of this story.
Uh, I did not know. that it was Dick. And the way it's set up, I
It's-
was
it's-
assuming it. I was assuming it would be Damien.
Yeah,
so
it's meant to
I,
make you think it's Davian, but
I was
I know.
I was floored by that. Although this does the thing where like it shows you Batman is like over somebody who's in a pool of blood, and Dick is noticeably not in a pool of blood when
oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
that is partially just the nature of we are releasing these chapters weekly, so we have rotating artists, and they are just working to the grind set. Like,
yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So we get that opening flash forward. We go into the present day. We see we get a news broadcast of Two-Face taking over a news broadcast.
specifically, Gotham 2, hosted by two people called Trent Chandler,
yeah,
because Two-Face is a gimmick.
Yeah. And so Superman comes in to stop Two-Face, and then gets on live TV and is all, "Hey, I'm gonna go do something about all these fucking criminals in Gotham."
Also, tortures of the mentally ill man that is Two-Face by not letting him finish the coin flip, like burning the coin. I'm like,
yeah,
hey,
I mean, to be fair, even Batman has mentally tortured. Mainline Batman has mentally tortured
This is true.
Two-Face in such a way before. This is actually not out of line. This is, but yeah.
Julie Chandler is poised to possibly be a Lois replacement. Like very briefly,
I never got that, but all right.
she's meant to be like he sees Lois in her, and then it kind of gets dropped. Like,
I guess I don't know. I don't really see it, but okay. But
it's like the plan is we're gonna assault on Arkham.
They have a moment where they're like, "We are both reporters."
Cool. Makes you think, doesn't it? Also, Jacob Nicholson Assault on Arkham. Not to be confused, of course, with the Arkham series tie-in animated film Assault on Arkham, which actually is pretty decent. But Batman and Dick are both like, "Hey, wow, he's gonna do something about Arkham. Let's go stop the guy." Damien's like, "I'm not coming with you. Fuck you guys."
And this argument is one of the few times Damien is drawn like actual Damien, like in this book.
Yeah, he does look like Damien. Look at him. He's a little dude. But we go to Arkham. We see the Justice League is transporting villains from Arkham to the Watchtower. Transporting them somewhere else. We're not quite sure where.
So it's implied to. I think it's implied to be the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
the implication. Which, wow, once again, second book where we have a super gulag. Like,
yeah, crazy, huh? Third, it's Civil War, Red Sun, and now this.
And it's always Superman.
Yeah.
Well, Civil War, it's Iron Man.
Civil War's Iron Man, but yeah.
It's always Superman.
But also, the big twist is, oh my god, Damian Wayne has defected to Superman's side.
Yeah. Big old twist.
It's played. They try to play it like a twist, and
Damian pretty clearly laid out that he was siding with Superman before, but
and this is also clearly the end of the issue cliffhanger.
Yeah,
because then the art changes.
Yeah,
and Damian is back to being Tim.
Like, realizing there are a lot of panels where Batman is just doing surprised Pikachu faces.
Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of these villains are going to be transported out of Arkham by the Justice League.
They literally get popped away in like a puff of light. Like, it is.
Batman tries to hack into Cyborg, who's conducting these transports, to stop this. All while Batman and Nightwing are trying to. Green Arrow is here as well with Harley. Green Arrow is bringing Harley here to Arkham Asylum.
Just because he's sick of her.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that's the idea. Like, it is.
He's like,
it is very much
I cannot stand listening to you anymore.
But yeah, we have Harley being brought to Arkham. All while Harley's able to begin hacking into the Arkham system. Cyborg is able to get back up. A number of our Arkham villains escape from their cells by being let out by Harley, including coming out of the ground one Solomon Grundy. Actually, wait, Brian, let's do a quick run through. Tell me if you know the Batman villain. We have got Two-Face.
Baz.
Yes, sorry, hang on. Yes or no's only from Brian. Two-Face.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of stuff with Two-Face.
I just said yes or no. Calendar Man.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Zaz.
No.
Mad Hatter.
Yes.
Riddler.
Yes.
Killer Croc.
No.
Solomon Grundy.
Yes.
Gotcha. Cool. I actually didn't know you knew Solomon Grundy. I was assuming it's Brave and the Bold as well.
On a Monday.
Wait, I was assuming this is Brave and the Bold as well.
No.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of.
Was he in? Oh, Long Halloween.
He was in Long Halloween briefly.
Yes.
He's probably in one of these animated movies I watched.
Well, he's in the Long Halloween animated film.
Well, I'm looking at the one specifically in my 18 film collection.
Have you ever seen? Have you ever played the Arkham games?
No. I'm trying to think where else I've seen him. It's not just Long Halloween.
I'm not sure then.
Does he ever pop up in the animated series?
No.
No, because he's one of those things that's like really hard to get past standards and practices because
Zombie.
Where
Yeah.
the fuck I've seen him? But I've seen him outside of Long Halloween. I just can't remember where.
Anyway, on to issue 6. First of all, I love the cover for issue 6. I really love this one with Batman and Catwoman up front there, Superman in the background. Really just cool cover. I like the composition. But we pick back up where we left off. We have the Arkham breakout going swimmingly. We have Superman flying through Solomon Grundy's chest. Again, dead character, so questionable practice aside. We have Batman trying to get things together as Dick and Damian argue. Whole sequence here as in the midst of all this fighting, Damian lashes out at Dick.
That was one of his escrima sticks at his head, and it just hits him. Dick falls over, cracks his head on a rock, and is dead.
Yes. These panels have unfortunately been memed into oblivion, but it is a good sequence.
In isolation, it's a funny as fuck death. Like,
yeah. But also, I mean, let's keep in mind the death is properly foreshadowed earlier in the comic.
Yes.
As I was reading it, I did audibly say, seriously?
Yeah. There's maybe it honestly is just the way it's drawn. Like the death itself isn't bad. I see what Taylor was going for, but it's just the way it's drawn.
Again, I think some of it is also just. I don't know who the artist is on this first stuff. Is it?
I'm not sure.
I think it's Mike S. Miller, who, again, Damian is half Damian, half Tim through this one.
I think it looks reasonably like Damian in this particular chapter.
In this panels, but yeah, it entirely depends on the panel. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes he is, sometimes he isn't. It's very weird. It's not like the style is very weird. I think the onomatopoeia of the thud and the crack are
a little silly.
Are a little silly.
Yeah. But yeah,
not even crack. It's crick.
It's crick. Damian.
Like crack would be better.
Damian is shaken by what he has accidentally done. Bruce.
Also, part of the problem is that, like,
I can't with these fucking surprised Batman panels, dude.
Oh my
this
God.
one in particular is so cursed. Look at that shit.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Bro's distraught.
Yeah, I think part of the problem is honestly is that this is also a story where it really plays up edgy Damian and also plays up Batman as an uncaring father.
Well, Not necessarily. It's doing Batman as caring for both of his sons, but when one of his sons kills the other becomes the bad guy. You know,
Yes.
like, obviously,
Yeah, you can't really come back from that.
yeah, and also, you know, it on Brian's point about all the surprised Pikachu faces. You know, like it is a story that really tests Bruce's emotional state in general, and so like the guy's going to be fucked up a lot of the time. We get a repeating of the opening flash forward monologue as Bruce carries Dick's body out of Arkham. This sort of like halts a lot of the fighting as we go to the next chapter.
Hold up, there is another panel I want to mention on that page where Harley Quinn is like breaking down in tears.
Yes,
as if she and the Joker haven't like tormented and tried to kill these guys more than once.
See, importantly,
was it an abusive relationship? First off,
yes.
But
second
also,
of all, Harley didn't exist when Jason died.
That's true.
Because this is also a book that does like to just do visual references to other stories, other more famous stories.
I mean, the dead sidekick pose is a classic, Jacob.
Yeah, the dead sidekick pose is a classic, but there are also like just some other stuff that is like we're gonna homage the Killing Joke in the first issue. In the first issues, there's just a lot of these little visual references that are there as visual shorthand.
But we then go to the next chapter. We focus on Selina here. I first off, actually, who did the art in the second chapter? I really, really love the art in the Catwoman chapter here. It's really good.
Think it is. I gotta find. I really should have labeled where each of the title pages are. David Yarden did the pencils.
God, I really, really love the pencils here. They're just.
He also might have done the inks as well. It's not entirely clear.
Just I don't know. I mean, God, we all know I love me some Selina Kyle. But no, just a really, really gorgeous set of pages here. We have Selina Kyle breaking into a place, breaking into a safe, being caught by Superman, and giving him a proper chase, which I really enjoy. I like her actually being adept enough at avoiding him.
I super appreciate some of Catwoman's stuff in this comic, just like across the entire thing. One of my favorite like character archetypes, I guess, is a character who's annoyed that they're in the story they're in. And
okay,
Selina gets to do that a little bit here. She's just like, oh my god, you guys are all fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Why is this even an issue?
Selina is not here to deal with any of this shit, and
she's like the one character who's allowed to keep all of her brain cells intact, like through the entire thing.
And there is this moment when her and Clark get to talking where it's just like he wants to help his friend, but he knows he can't reach out, so he asks Selina to do it. And so Selina goes to Wayne Manor, sees a poor drunk Alfred who is drinking away his problems after the death of Dick Grayson. So sad. I really hate seeing Alfred like that. And God, we get this brutal moment when Selina goes down to the Batcave, and Bruce is just mercilessly beating this pole with his hands bleeding. And Selina just is there to help him, to hold him in this moment, because it's a great moment. I love this fucking page, dude. Oh god, amazing. I love
a little bit of angsty shit like that. Oh man, it's
this is probably my favorite individual.
The movie does it badly.
Yeah, the movie does a lot of things badly.
The movie does it badly. Doesn't narrow it down, man. The movie is really bad.
Yeah,
bad enough that I think Joey was too kind to the movie when he watched it and rated it on Letterboxd a couple of years ago.
I only gave it a half star higher than you gave it.
Yeah, and that's too much.
You give it 1 star. I give it 1.5. Jacob.
Yes.
God.
And here's the thing, and then we go into the final little bit of this this issue. Okay, so the final one, the bulk of it is let's gather up a resistance, which I think is genuinely quite good, and I think it's an interesting choice of who the characters are. But before that, Batman meets with the President of the United States.
It's something he's just doing now, casually.
We have our little private DM group, right? I remember when I got to this scene, I actually messaged you guys, and I was like, "Oh."
That was exactly the message. It was just you going, "Oh."
I'll read them out. This bit where they lecture the president, bro, it's so heavy-handed. It's giving Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog PSA.
So, here's the thing about Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor's heart is in the right place.
Yeah.
But he also likes to think that if you give the President of the United States stern talking to.
I mean, this doesn't actually work, let's be real.
No, it doesn't. But there is some. But this is a man working through some catharsis by giving the President of the United States a stern talking to.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of this type of dialogue in Doctor Who in recent years, and I don't know. I have like trauma with it. So, like anytime it happens in something else, it just pisses me off to no end. I'm just like,
yeah, I gotcha.
Dude, it's like a hallmark of bad writing. I don't even disagree with what Tom Taylor's saying here. It's just poorly written dialogue, because conversations like that don't happen in reality.
I think some of it is also trying to be in response to some criticisms of other Elseworld stories, where certain characters are made out to be authoritarian stooges of the United States government specifically, in their opposition to a villain, or a perceived villain.
Uh-huh.
But it still doesn't work.
Yeah. But anyway, it is time to gather our resistance. So Brian, here we go. Black Canary. Do we know her?
Nope.
I believe she was actually Brave and the Bold. I know she was. She was in the Music Meister episode. Where she was played.
I remember that name. I don't remember the episode.
She was played by Grey Delisle. It was the musical episode of Brave and the Bold. And she's played by Grey Delisle. Yeah. She's amazing. I love her. We have Black Canary here. She's Green Arrow's girlfriend. For power couple of DC, in my opinion.
For many intents and purposes, she's more of her own character than that. But paired up together, and it's great.
Yeah. We got Black Lightning here. Someone I'm sure you definitely don't know, Brian.
Yeah. Nope.
We've got Huntress.
I've seen her. I don't think I've actually watched.
I believe was she not also in Brave and the Bold?
She is. She definitely is, because I've seen a clip. That implies that she's groping Bruce at one point in that show.
A character that was originally conceived as Bruce Wayne's daughter.
She is.
And we have Batwoman. She's the one in the red there.
Well, obviously, yes, I know Batwoman.
Do you know Batwoman, or do you know Batgirl?
Oh, you know what? I don't know Batwoman. I know Batgirl.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you know Batgirl. One Batgirl.
Yeah. Then there's Captain Atom, who I'm sure you also don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
Looks
like also, Planet, as far as I'm concerned.
Captain Atom is our Deus Ex Machina, because
Also, Aquaman's here. He never really comes up as part of the Resistance again, but he's here in this opening scene for the Resistance. Anyway,
and if I'm going to be honest, this is really where I started to feel that the book kind of stretched a little bit. Good.
it's only treading dangerous water because the entire Resistance minus Green Arrow and Aquaman are made up of characters that are not playable in the game. So you just kind of know they're not going to be that important, unfortunately. Um, uh, minus Black Canary, who when it comes to year 2 is a fucking star. She'll become pretty important, but otherwise, yeah, that's about it. Anyway, going into issue 7.
We open with
Let's
another interlude. An interlude that
interlude.
kind of makes me want to see Tom Taylor get a Shazam run. Like, I think
Yeah,
that might be
I
interesting.
I like this a
Uh,
lot.
I feel
Yeah.
like there is a drop in quality in terms of art style here.
This is what Kevin McGuire on pencil.
This is Kevin McGuire.
I kind of like the simplified style here.
It's very different from I think everything else in the book, which might be throwing you off.
Yeah. But anyway, but yeah. So we get to see. So yeah, Brian. So Shazam's whole shtick is that he's a kid. He's little Billy Batson, who when he says
Yeah,
the word
I mean,
Shazam
I like
becomes
this section. It's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a kid. He can be a superhero when he says the word Shazam, and vice versa. And it's him as a kid getting like just the getting a ground level view of what other people think of what's going on. Specifically,
I like
a
this
recent
section where he's like talking to, I guess, sort of the side of himself that has the wisdom of Solomon, and yeah, it's good. Whatever that means.
Let's
So
see.
what do you
So-
see?
So
about
Shazam,
the
okay,
wisdom
so
of-
Shazam, like the letters of Shazam make up like these different attributes of Captain Marvel, the character, which is
I forget what they all are.
the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Heracles. What's the A?
I have no clue. I totally forget. But anyway, so all these things make up the power of
yeah.
Shazam. Billy Batson is this kid. He's able to draw that power. So is this bad guy they're fighting against by the name of Black Adam. You may know him as being played by Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the hit 2023 film Black Adam. Or sorry, 2022, I think.
I don't think it was a hit film, was it?
This is a joke, of course.
It's a really good interlude because it's also in response to the fact that Superman killed Black Adam. They tortured him and made him say Shazam.
Black Adam's still.
Is he not dead?
He's not dead. They just kind of. For the purpose of this, you're not really going to see him again for this first year.
All right, so they torture him a bunch. They do. And like, yes, he's a villain. He's done terrible things, but like,
okay, so who the fuck is? So what the fuck is this going back and forth scene then? What's the
what do you mean?
explanation for this?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Like right at the end.
Between him and the Shazam thing, it's him switching back and forth between Billy and the Shazam persona. It's meant to be a sort of internal monologue between the two sides of himself. One that is Billy, one that is the superhero.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
Yeah. But that takes us to our next chapter.
This is where we get, hey, it has been 1 month to the day, and we are technically over halfway through the original run. This is
this is the bit where Lex Luthor gets introduced.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? I want to dive straight into that bit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is Lex a good guy?
So this is actually a thing where I need to say something about the game as well. Something that is in addition to so we've talked a lot in this particular Elseworlds block of what constitutes an Elseworlds story, how much do you need to change about a universe to make it a different universe? Is it just one particular event? Is it multiple things? In this case, for the Justice universe, it's pretty commonly accepted that it's one particular event, and that is that Lois Lane is killed with her unborn child, and Superman did it and was forced and restricted into doing so. The other thing that is different about this universe is that Lex Luthor was never a villain.
Wait, what?
Why?
it was just a thing that it's kind of it's not really a throwaway line, but in the game there's a line when like the main universe heroes meet the Injustice version of Lex, and Batman's oh fuck I can't spoil that, fuck my life, ah damn it I can't say, okay sorry I have to spoil something here. Lex Luthor's working with Batman in the main game, and he's secretly doing it behind Superman's back.
I mean, I feel like you get a little bit of that beginning.
You see it teased at the end of this comic, yeah. But the heroes are all like, "Oh, well, you're working with Lex. What the fuck's wrong with you, Batman?" And Lex is like, "Oh, yeah, no. Unlike your universe's Lex Luthor, I was never at odds with Superman." And
which
just
is
kind of
which is a
I
wild.
want to know how Jacob feels about this, because I knowing what I know felt very strange about this. I actually had to look it up because I was like,
I think part of it is I think it's part of a problem because Taylor kind of in a lot of ways characterizes this Lex Luthor as Lex Luthor. Like it really is Lex in a lot of this. Like
yeah, I mean, he's the personality. I guess wouldn't be different.
yeah,
He's never found himself at odds with Superman.
Yeah, which is it's wild. I mean, here's the thing: you can do good. Here's the thing: you can do good alternate universe versions of Lex Luthor, like because I know that that's a thing in like Crisis, isn't it? Like where there's like there's like Alexander Luthor who is good.
Yeah.
And of course you can even do good air quotes. We're gonna see how this finally plays out eventually. Because it's been a story that's been going on for a while. In the mainline universe, like currently, Lex is in a complicated spot.
Was good for a little bit.
Was good, probably isn't anymore. But is very much humanized. I don't like it. This is also where the book starts to drag for me. Just it really drags.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly and 100%. Actually.
Okay. Does that mean we can start going through this a little faster?
Yeah. Yes. Well, because here's the thing: the big plot point here is Lex is here. He sends out a signal. He's alive.
He survived in a bunker. A speedster helped him to survive. Yeah, I believe it's meant to be Jesse Quick. Jacob apparently doesn't know who that is, and that's fine. That's all right. That's cool. But she was killed in the blast. She saved Lex. Lex is now alongside the Justice League, helping them.
Also, importantly, knows who everybody is. Knows everybody's secret identities because he's a genius.
Yep.
We have a brief interlude, mainly so Team Resistance can kidnap Hawkgirl.
Yes.
But also in between that, another banana-centric thing
God.
And it's just an even worse repeat of I guess
the Bialia scene from earlier.
Superman. Earlier.
Yeah. He's got to arm the poor oppressed Muslim women. We've got to arm the poor oppressed Muslim women.
Yeah. She's kind of drawn like Frank Miller Wonder Woman, isn't she, in this particular scene?
Now that you mentioned it, now I can't unsee it, and I think I'm kind of is. For that.
She kind of is, especially on that page where she crushes the dude's head. Good God.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I think this is also actually part of the problem with this back half of the book is that it does just start to repeat plot points a little bit. Like
like this sequence doesn't need to be here. We didn't get to see Lex and League together. After
Hawkgirl's missing, and then surprise,
and then she suddenly isn't. She arrives back on the watchtower, but Batman and Catwoman still have her captured. What is going on?
I like how Jacob's at this point, like,
This is where my notes started to get a little sparse.
That's all right. That's fine. You know, here's the thing. I appreciate what this is going for in the way that like I really like. If you're going to try to cover like a year's worth of events, like you need to like get a little further than just here are the major things that happened over time. Like you need to get a bit more minute with it as well. I like seeing how these characters slowly develop over time. I like living in this world. But you know, if you just want the Cliff Notes version, you know, I'm sure there's a cut down version of this that I'm sure you could seek out. I don't know. I just kind of like living in this world more.
I just don't like how repetitive it kind of gets. I do like the Hawkgirl plot eventually. I like the the reveal's a bit obvious.
What do you think of the apocalypse stuff we're about to get into?
Well, let's talk about that right now.
First, let's talk about the jump scare of the cover that is Henry Cavill as Superman. Like,
what? Oh, I never noticed that. Oh, no.
yeah.
Oh dear. Oh god.
I wonder why. Like, it is.
You know what I was actually getting distracted by when flipping to this issue right now is Flash's booty.
I was gonna say, was it Barry Allen's ass?
Yeah, what was with that, bro?
No, literally, my first note is Henry Cavill Superman jump scare followed immediately by caked up Barry Allen.
That's amazing. I love that. God, that's funny.
Them cheeks be looking juicy.
Good God. So, we get
we get some discord within the league to start us off, basically.
Well, especially because Damien's here and Damien knows that some shit is up. And then we cut over to the planet Apocalypse. We see Darkseid and Calabac and all our favorite Jack Kirby beings.
Two of our favorite Jack Kirby beings. They're the only ones that actually show up in this story.
Yeah.
Like,
Brian, what do you know of Apocalypse and Darkseid and Jack Kirby's Fourth World?
I get them confused with a Marvel character
called Apocalypse.
Okay, I see. Spelled totally differently. The Marvel character Apocalypse is spelled like the regular word Apocalypse. This is totally different.
Yeah.
And also Apocalypse in this case is a planet, and Apocalypse, the Marvel character, is a character.
Yes.
Yeah. So wait, what are these two characters called?
Darkseid.
Darkseid.
I get Darkseid confused with Apocalypse.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I guess they're both gray, and they got the okay, yeah.
And yet, Apocalypse isn't a Kirby creation.
No.
He's a Simonson, which I mean, we love Simonson.
My beloved. But yeah. So Darkseid sends Kal back to Earth as Superman is appearing before the world with us alongside Lex to reaffirm his mission to keep the world safe.
And explicitly going into politics. Like, this is the explicitly he is trying to be human but being a politician.
What is Darkseid's motive here? He hears about Superman taking over, I guess.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
So
Darkseid is one of Superman's number one haters.
Calabac down there to fuck with him.
Yeah. Darkseid is one of Superman's number one haters, and he just wants to see the man suffer. Some of
it is also just a problem of Darkseid can often be reduced to motivations of wants to rule the universe. And for the purposes of the story, that's all he really does. Like,
because wait, what? No, Darkseid's motivation is totally a personal vendetta against Superman.
Yes, but his usual motivation is trying to find the anti-life equation. Like,
yeah, but also Darkseid's a fucking hater, and if he gets to fuck with Superman, he'll fucking do it. This is totally consistent. I'm not sure where you're coming from.
The Apocalypse plot in this book is one thing that I would probably trim a little bit. I don't want to cut it completely because I do love
It's short.
It's short. But it's...
I feel like it is kind of superfluous.
I mean, I guess
adding...
once again, I like it.
I like it as a side thing, I will say.
We're seeing Superman.
Is this a main issue, or is it?
It is a main issue. The annual is just the Lobo and Harley stuff towards the end,
and you can tell because the annual is actually structured not like 3 mini issues, but an actual full issue, like a full standard. Well, more than standard because it's an annual, standard issue.
But yeah, what we're doing to this point is we're seeing Superman become more and more comfortable with the idea of killing. It's that justification argument of how far will Superman go? And as Calabac arrives with all these parademons, we're building up to the idea that Superman is going to come to the conclusion that he needs to kill all of these parademons and take all of this life.
Yes.
This does go on for quite some time. We see a number of Leaguers taking on parademons. Eventually, Batman
all over the world.
Eventually, Batman does get the Resistance involved and sends out a number of
specifically because they're also attacking Gotham. They're attacking all the population centers.
Yeah.
And Superman decides, all right, okay, cool, lovely. We're eventually just gonna kill them all.
Yeah. Yep.
We are going
Yeah.
to
Superman
blow
does
them
kill.
all up.
Superman does, I believe, kill Calibac. I don't think we ever see him again, do we?
Yeah, there is a line about him, about Superman punching a god to death or some shit.
Yeah.
Later. We get a cool Green Arrow Black Canary kiss.
I love. Oh god, it is a great moment because they think they're about to die, and as Superman goes around killing all these parademons, they kiss among the explosion. I love them again. Power couple. I love them so much.
It is one of our sadly blind spots where we've only read one Green Arrow thing in the podcast, like proper. It is a shame. I'd love to do a full run of Green Arrow.
We should. I agree.
Multiple runs, actually. There are many that you have tempted me with.
I know. I need to. I gotta put some more in the schedule. Superman kills all these parademons. It is a literal mass murder, and Superman is praised as a hero. Also, I just know Tom Taylor appears.
Oh no, he appears twice in this issue, and I'm like, okay, Tom.
Good guy. What a guy.
But he's also in the crowd when Superman is being like, I'm going to be a politician. And he's also running away. He is there. I'm like, hi, Tom. I'd recognize that stupid shirt and your flat cap anywhere.
I love it. What a guy. But we go into issue number 9, and we open with actually, I like that issue 9 is we get to like sort of take a step back and examine our characters a bit more closely. We have these parallels being drawn with the Batman Catwoman relationship with Superman and Wonder Woman.
This has the scene that gets adapted into the movie in the worst possible way and not the dumbest possible way, but the worst possible way, because
admittedly it has been a hot minute since I've watched the movie. What scene is it?
The chess scene.
Who does the chess scene if it's not Flash? Because Flash dies.
Horrific.
Oh god, that's right.
So the context is just totally different. I'm like,
why does that movie make the decisions it makes?
Because I think it's trying to be edgier than the comic, which is a feat in and of itself. But it's also trying to cram the entire story of the comics and the game into one movie.
One movie that is limited by the fact that these movies can only be about like between 75 and 85 minutes long because of the animation budget, because they're all direct to DVD movies. Like, also, the cover is kind of a tribute to Red Sun in a way. Like,
yeah, kind of. I can see that.
Yeah. I think the best scenes of this issue. Well, one, it's
the chess scene.
It's the chess scene.
Great scene.
I do like the little interlude with Ma and Pa Kent. Like,
yeah. Ma and Pa Kent end up becoming a pretty important part of this story. But you also
have to be. Yeah. It happens a little later. The Jor-El hologram in the very, very end of the story is really interesting.
Honestly, I just love the whole last 2 issues of this story. Those last 2 issues fucking nail it. They knock it out of the park. But I will get there soon. We also get a scene of like some Superman cultists who worship Superman being stopped by the Resistance.
Like that idea. I've been toying with it in my own writings, where God beings show up that are destructive and horrifying, and then people just start worshiping.
Yeah. There are people that would like genuinely view that as a good
There's
thing.
also the plot of the super pills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that begins getting set up here because we need to. First off, okay, actually, wait. What do you guys think the purpose of
how this book ends?
Okay, that's amazing too. But I also need you guys to think for a second about what the purpose of these kryptonite pills actually are.
It is so we can have an in-universe explanation for why the fighting game can be a fighting game.
Yeah. Yep.
That's all it is, and that is.
But it does lead to some pretty great moments within the comic.
Giving it to Harley is maybe the best crazy decision, but like,
yeah.
But also, like, it is a. I don't love power scaling. I don't. I think that's like, it's like, no, you're releasing a DC fighting game. We don't
I
need
could
powers.
suspend my disbelief. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a convention of the genre.
Yeah. But also, I mean, it's a silly enough idea to work. I don't mind it.
Yes. The chess scene is basically this idea of where does it stop? Like,
mhm.
oh, I want to get rid of guns. Great, wonderful. If you do that by force, like, where are you going to stop? You're going to stop people who smoke, stop
The
people who drink.
mirror. Again, it's sort of mirroring that conversation that Batman had with him earlier, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. I think a lot of just the thesis of this story comes back to that one conversation that Clark and Bruce have early on when they're starting to diverge. Uh, uh, and they're about and right before Superman's about to betray Aquaman, the second leaguer to be ousted in this story. You know, it's an important moment that that sets up the theme of the entire book. It works. But yeah, but also yes, I love the scene with the Kents and Lex learning a lot more about Clark and his upbringing, and how the Kents are. You can also kind of see just subtly being set up here, just their own doubts about Clark and what he's doing. Cool little moment. But we then get to develop once more on what's going on with Hawkgirl as Damian invades the Batcave, and um, and is confronted first off by Alfred, who you know, it just is still treating Damian like a son. You know, is still being nice to him, and Alfred's a G. I love this guy so much. But we have Batman coming in, and I gotta be real, once again, just rightfully hating the guy that killed his other son.
His other son.
Yeah, it's valid.
In a universe where he very likely only has two sons, because,
Yeah.
again...
I truly can't remember what... God, are they even part of this universe? I don't remember. I'm gonna look it up right now so you guys don't get spoiled. But yeah, so Bruce and Damian fall out again.
Mainly because Damian hurts Alfred, and then hurts
Yeah.
Bruce, and, like, accidentally somehow lets Hawkgirl out. Or no, Hawkgirl appears, and Damian puts two and two together. And it's like, oh, surprise, it's not Hawkgirl, it's Martian Manhunter. Which is a great twist. Good twist.
Yeah, Jason is in this game. Isn't the Injustice universe?
You're kidding. They have...
Apparently this is in the stuff, like, hang on. Is this? I feel like this is in the stuff that like ties directly into the games. Like, I've only read the main 5 years. I haven't read. There's a mini series that's meant to be like during the main game, like from Harley's perspective, and then there's a mini series for Injustice 2 that takes place between the first two games. And I haven't read either of those, so I'm imagining it's in that stuff. Interesting stuff. Sorry, yes. So Damian hurts Alfred, and hurts Alfred. Damian is Damian and Bruce fight. Then Hawkgirl happens to be there, or quote unquote Hawkgirl happens to be there, saving who did she save? It's both of them, right? Alfred. She saved Alfred.
Yeah,
Alfred.
And then Damian puts two and two together that Hawkgirl's not that strong. Oh, it's the Martian Manhunter.
Brian, Martian Manhunter, go.
Nope.
Amazing. Shapeshifter. That's all you need to know for now.
From Mars.
From
Mars, which was taken over, and
I figured that based on the name.
Indeed.
Dude, Unagi.
His weakness is fire, obviously.
Like in a way that isn't different than normal people being burnt by fire. Like
yes. It is his specific weakness.
Yeah.
But
like
it's
kind of like he's blue touch paper. You light it, it goes up immediately. Like
yeah.
Damn. Poor guy.
He's here's the thing. He's also just rad as hell. He's the last survivor of the planet Mars.
Of course he is.
Dude, it's a cool story. I love him. I love him so much. Anyway, issue 10. So Damian reports back to the League that Martian Manhunter has taken the place of Hawkgirl. And then Superman is like...
Can I ask you guys, what's the general feeling on Damian Wayne?
was
as a
hated
character.
very early on in his creation, has won over the hearts and minds of many in the years since.
I will say this isn't his best outing.
No,
Like,
Because
I mean, here's the thing. Damian Wayne is an edgy little shit, and this realistically isn't that far out of line for him.
it's the trouble if we don't get enough to see the heart behind Damian Wayne. Like,
Yeah, and to be fair, you
there's-
also don't get to see much of that early on in
love
Morrison's
him
stuff.
I didn't love him in Son of Batman. And
That's also the point, though. Yeah, Damien's a tough egg to crack. You really have to stick with him to get
Yes.
the point. Yeah,
and I really don't love him here.
that's understandable. You got to stick with the guy. Maybe don't stick with the Injustice version of Damien. This guy's especially a little shit.
Yeah,
but,
this guy's just an asshole. Like,
yeah. Oh God, I can't. Oh, God, the thing that eventually happens with him. Fuck, I can't say anything. Anyway, all right. Superman's eventually like, hey, I've had enough of this guy. I'm gonna reveal Batman's identity to the world, and so he makes
and Batman plans within plans as it stops it from happening.
Yep.
And then also decides to cut off to like
shut
down the
watchtower.
Tower. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
Were you always prepared to suffocate your friends?
Yeah, like I know you. Well, I mean, I know plans within plans. You have the Forever Rock.
Contingency plan.
You have
for everything.
To be fair, we were just talking about Damian Wayne, and Grant Morrison is also the person that created the whole Batman has a contingency plan for every Justice League member. You know, so it's Grant Morrison, I love you. But I love this moment where Damien's like, guys, this isn't actually going to stop us. So Superman, I shit you not, literally tweets, Batman is
Bruce Wayne. He
It's
just
funny.
tweets it out. He just tweets it out.
It's so funny. It's actually so funny.
It's stupid.
And also, they land the Watchtower. They land.
They land it.
They land it. It's a satellite. I mean, it's got to, it had to come up from Earth, I imagine.
Yes.
So it could be landed.
And then we have one of the really interesting ideas of that, like, that Alfred has a list of basically the care package that what happens to grab when the manor is has to be evacuated. I love that it's specifically like, your mother's pearls, your father's stethoscope, photos of the boys.
And then at the
and of
top
course,
of
and
the
I'm
list
afraid you
is
can't leave me.
Alfred.
I'm the first thing on your list.
Yep. I love it. Oh God, Alfred's so good in this book.
Juxtaposed by an awful scene.
Okay, this is a flash forward. It's meant to be inflammatory, quite literally. It's Diana telling Clark to burn her, and Clark does so, and then we flash back. Superman is going to confront Batman about Martian Manhunter and Hawkgirl. All the while, Batman is actually Martian Manhunter in disguise. He goes to fly away. Superman goes after him. Martian Manhunter, shifting into his normal form. First off, we get a cool flashback to his backstory, which I really enjoy. I like the way it's drawn. I also just really like, because this is also, I think, a fairly new at the time DLC reveal. Martian Manhunter was a DLC character for the first game. I really like his Injustice design. It's a cool look for him. And for a game where like a lot of the designs that are not my preferred version of these characters, I really like the Martian Manhunter design. But we get a little flashback. Martian Manhunter does this fucking wicked thing where he goes inside Wonder Woman's body, morphs into her, and then Superman kills Martian Manhunter. The first time that Clark will kill a fellow superhero, which is very significant.
I imagine it's not. Well, no, it isn't.
Well, we know for a fact it's not the last. Yeah,
it's not the only time it happens again in this book.
Yeah, that it does.
And then we have again we get another issue that's basically reflective on how far Superman has fallen.
Yeah.
It's good.
I like the more traditionally drawn Superman without the Injustice costume.
Without these and with the trunks. He has the trunks
with the trunks. Yeah, I just like the representation of a simpler time visually, in addition to just the flashback itself.
Um,
But it's like
then
Superman like fixing this kid's bike,
getting
you
it
know,
wrong initially, but making it all okay in the end. It's very sweet.
yeah.
Um,
We get a scene
and the
with
very much that like Superman's a character who can just stop crime with his presence, not
yeah,
but not through like his intimidating presence, but because he's just such a good guy. Like
yeah. It's once again like people can sling all the shit at this book that they want. Like Taylor gets the character. It's
Taylor gets it.
Yeah, he does. He
Like
does. He understands the lengths he has to go to justify these decisions. The only one he doesn't bother to justify is Diana, which again just blows my mind. But otherwise, there
I
is.
really, really hope that this is a this book problem and not a Tom Taylor problem. That like
I wouldn't say it is. It is a Tom Taylor problem, but that is more for you to decide later.
yes,
Yeah. But after this flashback ends, we get to see like this kid just mourning what Superman has become. I like specifically him seeing like footage of Superman burning Diana. It's a striking image and a striking image to end the issue on. I like
I
to find a line
really,
that I miss the city of tomorrow and the man of yesterday. It's a good.
I
Good
really
line.
like
Yeah,
the.
that's a clincher.
Yeah, I really like the moments where we're allowed to just go to the normal people on the ground. I think this one's actually the
Yeah,
best. I think this one's the best of these because it's the one where it's not Billy Batson. It's
yeah, true.
a
See,
normal guy.
well, yeah, to that point, I think the Flash one is actually my favorite with the kid. That one really,
Flash one's also really, really good. I just
that
really
really,
like this one.
yeah, this is a good one. Then we have
And
chapter
now
what is called chapter 11. It's really the Injustice Annual for year one, and
Every
really
mean
interesting.
bad motherfucker just wants to get stepped on by their goth clown mommy.
God, so fucking real, so real. Brian,
What?
what do you think of Lobo? I have to know. I have to know what you think of this guy.
Like I said earlier, he reminds me of Absalom Dak. He's very corny and very
Now-
80s, I feel.
Yeah. Are you aware of who? Are you aware that Lobo's about to make his live action debut in a DC film soon?
No.
Do you know who's being played by? I guess you obviously wouldn't. He's being played by Jason Momoa in Supergirl.
in Supergirl.
Well, wait a minute. How does that make sense?
It's a new universe, Brian.
The
Jason Momoa's Aquaman.
Oh my god!
But
the Aquaman films are not part of this DC canon. James Gunn's universe is a new thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, Jason Momoa, perfect guy to play Lobo.
Jason Momoa is a good choice for that.
Yeah, perfect guy to play.
The role he wanted to play when approached by Snyder to like be in the DC EU.
For real? He's that much of a nerd?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill and Jason
Momoa. Yeah.
Jason Momoa.
Big old nerds.
Fucking dweebs, dude.
Yeah. 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 MMO. I mean, God, I think Matt Colville put it best on Blue Sky when he said that if Jason Momoa didn't exist, they'd have to invent him to play Lobo.
Would I don't know who else could play Lobo in live action. Vocally,
yeah.
I mean,
I love oh God, who plays him in Super Animated Series? He's fantastic.
Not John DiMaggio. I keep making that mistake because it
No.
sounds like John DiMaggio, but it isn't John DiMaggio.
That would be a perfect cast as well.
Hasn't John DiMaggio played Lobo in something? Was it?
I think so.
Wasn't he in Man of Tomorrow, or am I? Who was Lobo in Man of Tomorrow?
It was me.
No, he was. So DiMaggio was Lobo in Justice League Action.
That's what it was. Okay.
Brad Garrett. It's Brad Garrett who plays him in the DCAU.
Series. And then Lobo was Ryan Hurst in Man of Tomorrow, who was also fantastic. Yeah. Here's the thing: whenever somebody's casting Lobo, they understand the assignment. they know what they need to get. Yeah. Anyway, God, I love the cold open of this of Lobo fighting him a bunch of versions of himself, and then waking up to a therapy session with Harley Quinn as he is strapped down by multiple iron bars to a metal table.
Can I say I think this annual is really interesting because it's essentially has to be a midquel. Like
yeah.
this is This is obviously inserted into the run after the fact when they move it from digital to traditionally, but like TID. So
It,
like
it is really nice to have it here, though, specifically for one final moment with a certain character that we're going to get to in the coming issues. So we flashback. The Justice League becomes aware of the arrival of Lobo as he is flying through space on his space motorcycle and eventually lands in Metropolis. Sees
love
the
this
destruction.
confrontation. I love this confrontation
Mm.
of like Lobo basically staring down Superman and just basically, hey, you're becoming me.
Yeah, something has changed, and I'm not sure if I like it. Very interesting stuff. We get a fight between them. Superman fucking nearly tosses him into the sun, and then brings him back and is like, "Hey, since you're here, we could make use of your abilities."
Would you go kill Harley Quinn for us? Thanks.
Yep. Lobo, the freak that he is, has to take a piece of Harley's clothing to get her scent.
Yeah.
He's got to smell her panties, dude.
He smells her hat, Brian.
He smells her hat.
It's like he takes a good old whiff.
That he does.
He's like, I know where she is.
It's also like, I will also take one of those super pills up front because that'll make me stronger. Spoiler alert, it won't. Like,
it will not. It will not. And Lobo is on the hunt. He goes after Harley. Harley attempts to fight back. I love these two bouncing off of each other. I'm not sure if Lobo and Harley have ever been paired up before or since. But I mean, God, this is just one of those all-time great comic book pairings that it is a shock that it's never been thought of before this point. Yeah, it's real. It's fucking real. These two are great together. Harley steals the kryptonite pill, so she becomes super powered and is able to
will not come up again for the rest of the book.
Well, I mean, it'll be the sort of linchpin of the final heist of the book. I guess nobody else will really take a
linchpin of that.
It's what they're after in the Fortress of Solitude, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
And then there's the Alfred scene.
Well, yes, but I don't think Harley being super powered.
The pills don't last forever. There's sort of there's only like for a limited time.
They're a power up. I see.
Yeah, they're a power up. It's video game logic because this is fighting.
I mean, oddly, like it's not the pills aren't like a power up in the game. It is literally just a thing inserted into the story mode of the game to be like, oh yeah, no, when you're about to go in a fight and you're a Green Arrow and you're about to take on fucking I don't know, like Solomon Grundy or something. Like Green Arrow can't fight Solomon Grundy,
so he takes a pill.
He takes a pill, and then it's evenly matched. So, yeah. So anyway, so. Harley and Lobo fight. We cut over to Green Arrow and Black Canary as they are being hot together, as they always are. Harley crash lands into their trading area on Lobo's space bike. And
Tom Taylor remembers Gotham City Sirens was a thing.
Yep. And then Lobo eventually barges into the trading area, gets 2 arrows in the eyes, and Harley rips off his goddamn head. Harley rips off his goddamn head. And so we are left with our therapy session here after Lobo has healed. And Harley decides that, Lobo just needs to go out and let out some anger. Take out his pent-up rage on someone his own size, basically.
She is a psychiatrist, And also somehow she knows that Green Arrow is Oliver Queen. Like,
yes, of course.
I imagine this is the Roger Rabbit thing of she only knows it because it would be funny. Like,
yeah, basically.
I think Harley in this book works on Roger Rabbit logic.
Yeah. And so, And so Lobo goes to take on Darkseid. That's our little ending zinger for the annual. And it's a good annual. I enjoy the annual quite a bit. And that'll take us into what is technically issue 12. It's really issue 11 of the story. but yeah, let's get into this. Oh god, I really like the little foreshadowing on the cover of the arrow pointing towards Superman. Really like that. Actually, because we're in the issue where it happens. Were you guys aware that Green Arrow bites it?
No, that's the thing I didn't know.
Oh no!
And honestly, that's what makes the issue. Like,
Mhm.
I was
It
so
hurts.
mad, dude.
It hurts.
I
Yeah.
I
because
was
this issue is
angry.
the Batman puts his big old master plan
I-
into action.
Yep.
I
We're gonna
felt like
steal a kryptonite pill.
I felt like my Lois Lane was taken away from me. You know?
No, that's real. That is absolutely real.
I'm
I
gonna shove my hand through Superman's chest.
Oh god. No, yeah, it sucks. But it's a great moment that we build up to here because I like that Green Arrow and Black Canary are kind of our perspective characters after the opening scene with the president because Batman wants the president to enact a plan for him. But yeah, we're following Green Arrow and Black Canary into the Resistance's base as the president is about to cause a distraction for Superman. Basically, just these like warships
Attacking
approaching.
Korea for some reason, like attacking Korea, and Bruce specifically doesn't only wants certain people on the mission. Ollie's like, no, you're not sending Black Canary into danger without me.
Yep.
Like, um,
And this decision will cost him his life. God.
yeah, but it's a noble sacrifice. So it's assault on the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah. So we're gonna sneak into the fortress. We're gonna steal a kryptonite pill, and Superman also immediately realizes that the whole warship thing is a ruse, and is like, I'm not sure what this is all about. I'm gonna go to the president's go to the White House, talk to the president, and oh, this is also a ruse. Fuck. And
This is a secondary. It's Ruse Part 2. We added Captain Atom doing a bomb ex machina because
I love God. So I first off, the end of the digital chapter here, the first one in this issue is the cliffhanger of Superman holding Captain Atom, obviously. But I love the twofold cliffhanger here of Superman arriving there, but also Batman realizing, oh, the Kents are here. Oh, this is really personal, and this could get really dangerous really fast.
I fucked up. I was
Yeah.
expecting Clark. Why?
Yeah. So
You're putting too many eggs in one basket.
I do like this panel where Superman's face is in shadow and all you can see is his red, steamy eyes.
Yep.
It's
Big
cool
scary.
As fuck. Metal as fuck.
Indeed. We then go to the second digital chapter here, where Captain Atom is trying to distract Clark as the fortress starts to crumble because of the fighting. Green Arrow gets I like the little point there of the specific panel where Green Arrow gets the Kents out of the way. That he's protecting them.
And he gets stuck on the other side of the icefall.
Yep.
He has a locator in his head. The fight is still going on. Captain Atom is charging up to make his big old sacrifice.
Yep. Diana gets involved, and she slices runs her sword against Captain Atom's exosuit that contains his atomic energy, and it begins to expose, and the only thing he could do is just kind of get himself far away from the Earth. And he's going to take Superman with him. He takes Superman up into the sky, up into space, and in Superman trying to fight back, Captain Atom done blows up, causing this massive explosion above Earth. Actually, we do also kind of get a Batman v Superman kind of moment with Superman above Earth with the regenerative factor here with the sun. That's a cool moment.
This came 2 years before that, so...
Well, yeah. No. I'm saying it's like this might have inspired that. I don't know. It's cool.
I don't know. It likely did.
It might have. I know BVS would have already been in production at this point, so not sure. But it might have. But yeah. Superman goes back to check on Diana because she's fucked up. Superman's all kinds of pissed. And he goes back to the fortress after Flash takes Diana away. And so Superman arrives where Green Arrow is. The Kents are there as well. The kryptonite pill is there as well as Green Arrow is about to reach for it.
Lee is like, well, I know arrows won't hurt you, so he shoots Jonathan Kent because they
Well,
had a plan.
what he does is he shoots Superman. The arrow bounces off of Superman and hits Jonathan Kent. This causes Superman to fly off the handle, attacking Oliver. And God, it is a scene that still hits. First off, we see Superman about to attack Oliver, and I like this little moment we take afterwards because Ollie shot another arrow after that point outside of the fortress with a pill in it to make sure it still got to Batman. I like Black Canary realizing what's happened.
and his locator, like the locator. So that's a signal of, hey, I'm fucking dead, guys.
Yeah, not making it out.
This is you have I don't know how much time you got. Run, you idiots, run.
Yeah. And God, I love the final little inner monologue for my boy. I'm trying to speak, but my mouth doesn't work anymore. I'm so sorry, pretty bird. I thought we'd have more time. Dinah, the prettiest girl in the whole damn world. I was so lucky. I just love the little flash of her face as like the last thing he sees. It's
also beautiful. Martha is trying to tell, Martha is just trying to tell Clark to fucking stop. Like,
I was gonna say the supremely fucked up and sad thing is that his parents are telling him, "No, stop, please," and still just the implication is he punches Green Arrow's brains in, basically.
Yeah,
he brains him with his bare hands. It's fucked up.
Yeah. And then it's time for the final issue. Here we go. Ma Kent is the one to sort of just barely break Superman out of this rage. His hand, once again, covered in blood. Obviously meant to be reminiscent of killing the Joker before. He realizes one of the pills is gone.
And that Martha took the other one.
Yep, to stop him. And we then catch up with the Resistance as Batman begins sending them all away. He knows that Clark is coming after him and doesn't want anyone in danger. Meanwhile, Clark is visited by the hologram projection of his dear father, Jor-El, and
his father's like, "Yeah, fuck you."
Yeah, it's a rough scene, a really sobering moment, or at least I guess would be if Clark wasn't so fucking deluded by this point in the story. I like the moment here also in the Resistance base where everyone else is willing to go away. Catwoman tries to stay behind, and Batman has to kind of like trick her and then like knock out gas her to get her away from the cave. But there's just this moment with Superman's like three parents here. Then when they just try to convince him, just play with him one last time to stop, because this is like the point of no return. At this point, like, you know, we're just like, he's gone so far, killed multiple friends, and if he continues to pursue this, it'll be too late. So where Ma Kent even apologizes to Jor-El after he leaves.
Jor-El also apologizes.
Yeah, I'm sorry I unleashed this on your world.
It's just a fucking gut wrenching.
Yeah.
To even think about, like, placing yourself in those parents' shoes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Dude, to have to think that or say that about your kid is awful.
Yeah.
Harrowing shit, man.
Yep. Then we get, God, probably my favorite sequence. One of my favorite sequences in this whole thing. I love this scene so much. The final confrontation between Bruce and Clark here. First off, Bruce gets a warning from a mysterious messenger in the Batcave. I think this is obvious to who it is to you guys, right? I would assume.
Maybe to Jacob.
Or maybe not. It is Lex, yeah.
It's Lex. If Lex is good, it's Lex. Lex is the only one who it could be, theoretically.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Of the characters who have been introduced in this book as part of this universe. Like, because there are technically other DC characters who it could be if they wanted to go with that, but like...
Yeah, and there will be other DC characters introduced later down the line, but yeah, no, it's definitely Lex. And so, Clark arrives, God, every line just fucking punches in this scene. It like um I love the way it opens. The whole I took away all the madmen of Gotham, but I left the original. And like them, like all of your insane reflections, you'd see this world burn. Just every line is a punch, and I love how every line is accentuated by an action. Something happening. There's the Batman trying to analyze and replicate the kryptonite pill. There's Superman lifting Batman in the air as he just tries to like stall Clark with a conversation.
I mean, here's the thing. Visually, it's also almost beat for beat the Batman Bane fight in Nightfall. Like,
oh, it kind of is, yeah. Well, I mean, leading up to a
it is explicitly beat for beat. It is Superman has become Bane. Like Bruce is still insistent that he's not a murderer, which is great. So he tries to be clever about it.
We have God, I love the whole playing the wedding video for Clark to like just fucking break the dude's brain. Oh God. The pill is able to he's able to finish analyzing the pill to hopefully replicate it.
He doesn't get to take it before he gets his back broken, and
and Clark leaves Bruce lying there broken. Actually, oh sorry, Brian. Do you know the Bane breaking? I'm assuming you do.
Yeah, that's an iconic moment.
Yeah. But yeah, so we have that. Clark even then continues to like torture Bruce afterwards. Like Bruce like tries to like get himself up, and Clark continues to like press down on Bruce's back.
My God, it's just like, dude, how could you do that to your boy?
Yeah. I mean, that's the important thing is like it's
Joey,
even true
that's like you and me, and one of us just like breaks your back.
Yeah, I mean, well, importantly, like I mean, even in the game, like killing Green Arrow is treated as like the thing that really broke the relationship, but any potential relationship that Clark could have had with anyone here. So like it's like me breaking your back if I had killed multiple other of our friends beforehand.
You killed Jacob and then broke my back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot, and so the pill finishes analyzing.
Uploaded the information, like its chemical sequence uploaded to a remote server that certain people have access to.
Yep.
Clark gets exactly one moment where he's like, "Oh no, I didn't mean to. It's probably someone else's. It must be someone else's fault."
Yeah.
And then who's here to save the day but Alfred fucking Pennyworth?
Just as Clark realizes the pill is gone and Alfred has taken it,
my dad has come to the rescue.
Yeah,
literally. I am so disappointed in you, and I'm like,
I love that's the line. It is I'm so disappointed in you, and it's just that protection of his family.
Well, it only gets even worse when it's like, we have everything we need, sir. There's nothing worth saving here.
Yeah. Yep.
Such a fucking.
It's good shit.
And then we end on the utterly ominous note of Superman addressing the UN and basically saying that he's going to save the world, whatever it takes. Also, Bruce Wayne's a terrorist.
And also doing it, in the name of Lois, because that is the last thing she said to him before he killed her by accident, or not by accident. It was go save the world, and it's that justification. It's all that conversation that Bruce had with him early on of just like how do you justify it? How do you keep finding reasons to explain your actions? And this is it. It's a good ending that that reasonably could have just led into the game, but I like that there is more, especially year 2. Yes. Year 2, I think, just it is where this book excels.
I mean, obviously, it's they let's be honest, because of the past Arkham tie-ins, they probably weren't entirely sure how well this was going to sell. Like, and kind of we're doing it digital first. That's also a kind of a risk, but no, it sold well. It's quite praised. Like I think this first year is messy in places, and I think it
sometimes it meanders and goes off on tangents that are unnecessary. I mean, as fun as the Little Lobo annual section is, did that really?
And the Lobo thing is that was added after the fact. That was added just completely after the fact because it was.
I don't feel
My brain now is broken, noticing
like
that
the
like
apocalypse section, but I don't feel like it adds that much.
I think it could be set up for other stuff in future books, but like
Maybe.
it's also like it is on the periphery.
I mean, also like after year one, each year has like a theme to it, sort of. So if I remember correctly, it goes like year two is like the Green Lantern space war kind of thing. Year three is a magic based one. Lots of Constantine, lots of Zatanna, lots of fun
I was
stuff
gonna
in there.
say I'm surprised Zatanna isn't here, but
Zatanna's a year three thing.
Joey's tongue baths for Constantine, dude.
He's pretty fucking great.
You love that guy.
You would also love early.
You would also love John
Brian.
Constantine. You would also love John
I mean,
Constantine.
I've liked what I've read of him very briefly in the Sandman.
But then year four is like the whole Greek god Paradise Island year, and year five is just the final sort of like teeing up for everything that actually happens in the game. So each year has like a theme to it, aside from like the first and fifth year. It makes each of those years more focused, but also I think after Tom Taylor leaves the book halfway through year three, and it kind of goes downhill. So whatever. But yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed this for the most part. I'm glad it was something that
it was alright. Unlike the movie.
The movie is awful.
We watched the movie. Well, you guys watched the movie. I have a lot going on right now, so I cannot rewatch the movie. But it's pretty bad.
You saved yourself from a really bad time. A bad Laura Bailey performance, Joey.
Who does she play again?
She's Lois.
Oh, well, at least she's not there much.
Lois.
Nope, she's there at the end.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, she's there at the end. Like,
yeah,
it makes the decision of like, we like the moment that lost me was let's make Nightwing Dead Man. Let's make Nightwing Dead Man.
Yeah.
Deadwing.
Yeah, but he's basically Dead Man. Like,
yeah. Also kind of funny doing that after we did Road of Flashpoint featuring Batman.
Yes, which just has the infinitely better. Let's make Nightwing Dead Man story, or let's do a Dead Man story.
Rearrangements of scenes that didn't make sense.
Don't work.
And then they kill Flash in like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah,
but like I don't know, I had to stop watching after like the first 20 or so minutes just because so much stupid happened on screen. So you got these flat voice performances without direction, right? I think as soon as Jimmy gets shot and Lois is kidnapped by the Joker, Superman goes to the docks and like sees that Lois has been kidnapped, but the Joker doesn't leave his calling card at the scene of the crime. So Superman, already knowing where Batman is because Batman told him earlier, goes to see Batman and knows that Batman is investigating the Joker, and sees that at the scene of the crime that Batman's at, there's a Joker card, says, "He's taken Lois." It's like, dude, you just made a connection that doesn't make sense. That
also
that's like the first example, the first and foremost one that sticks in my mind, but the rest of the movie just does shit like that.
Yeah.
Like just rearranges scenes in a way that like makes no sense, and so
then this happens,
people are just
and then
like
this happens,
leaping to conclusions that don't work.
Yeah. Yeah, a rough time all around. Not good. But I guess that actually does it for today. Brian, I think you've ended up making, I think, one of the longest Fresh Face Comics episodes ever. So congratulations.
No, I don't think the longest.
Not the longest. I don't know what this is minus the Fresh Face Extra segment yet. Which go to Patreon for that. But it's 3 hours and something. So it's up there. Good God. That's that. Okay, Jacob, you rat bastard, you fucker, you.
So
horrible bitch.
If it helps, that would have been my guess. It would have been my guess.
I
So,
don't believe you. I won't believe you unless I could change the
So
timeline.
you got
Yeah, I can't-
spoiled. Is that
I
the
got
first
spoiled.
time? You said that's the
First
first
time.
time?
First time ever.
First time.
it's ever happened. 119 episodes.
Wow.
Never happened before.
Who wasn't able to keep the secret?
Our guest next time, the
Next
wonderful
time.
Kestrel, who I adore
Yes.
oh so very much.
Who is a very close friend. I love them.
So
They're wonderful.
Jacob, what are we covering next time on Fresh Face Comics? You
Well-
motherfucker.
We're doing Dark Knights of Steel. And it's like,
Yeah.
look.
That was your other guess for what?
That was my other
right?
guess. Like,
It was. I just don't. Man, I'm mad. It's all right. It's fine. It's not fine. I'm gonna give Kestrel hell next time. And if you want to see me give Kestrel hell next time, you can join us next time when we cover Dark Knights of Steel, all 12 issues of the first mini-series of Dark Knights of Steel, and as well as what is it? Tales of something? I forget.
Tales of the Three Kingdoms, according to. Because I will say, once Kestrel let the cat out of the bag, I'm like, well, I may as well get it. So I already have it on my shelf.
Yeah, it is a sexy hardcover. I really love that one. It's pretty great.
The cover is so pretty.
Pretty. Yeah.
I have not. I will say I've been good. I haven't started reading it
Good.
because I'll probably start tomorrow. From the time of recording, tomorrow or Saturday, depending on things. Because if you can't tell, I was gonna maybe start tonight, but it's late. It's kind of late.
It's late. Yeah, it's really late. So let's not do that. But I guess closing this out, let's do some promotions. Brian, what do you have going on? Do you have anything to promote? Anything going on in your life?
I have anything to promote?
Yeah.
I haven't really done much, have I? Because I'm mainly a Doctor Who tuber, right? So
You have been featured on Spectral Horizons for a while, for a couple of things recently.
I do feature on Spectral Horizons quite frequently. I play the 8th Doctor for them.
That you do.
I also play the 6th Doctor, and on very rare occasions the 4th. So I'm playing like a quarter of the Doctor Who's for this fan production group. So
hell yeah,
go check out Spectral Horizons if you like Doctor Who, and if you don't, follow me on Blue Sky. I guess I post things.
Follow
about
his writing updates.
My creative hobbies, and just I don't know, when the mood strikes me, I also post random stupid shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Awesome. Jacob, what do you have to promote?
My big thing is my blog, where I've kind of been popping off recently on a bunch of things. I finally, at long last, finished reviewing the graphic novel A Cold Day in Hell, which is a Doctor Who graphic novel that is not great. It is a really bland run that sometimes is interestingly bad, sometimes it isn't. I've also been reviewing Frank Baum's Oz books. I have just done books 4, 5, and 6 over the past week and a half, 2 weeks. And I've been reviewing Star Trek The Next Generation, where at the time of this episode coming out, I will have just reviewed an episode called Suddenly Human, which I don't know what happens in the episode, but a mutual friend of all of ours had a reaction when I said that was the episode I was on, and
that's not the one. That's not the one.
There was a reaction.
Yeah. You're also doing another Star Wars review soon. Another Star Wars book review soon.
Yes. Definitely not by the time this is out, though.
But just telling people to be on the lookout for that soon.
Yes, that and probably some other ones in the coming months ish. Like.
That's
can't give you more timing than that, because
sorry, just before I get into my promotions quick, and if you stuck around for this, just thanks so much. If there are any delays in things coming up soon, production wise in the channel, I must apologize. If not, I mean, hey, just ignore everything I'm saying right now, but just I must apologize. A lot of things are happening in life right now, and hell,
shit, I'll fucking kill you.
Nobody, I hope nobody will give me shit. There are things that will remain the same, but I just need to, just need to take care of some personal things. Yeah, that's all I have to say on that. Otherwise, promotions. Yes, I am also reviewing Star Trek: Next Generation. Suddenly Human is on Patreon as early access, but also we've recently put out our video for Brothers. That is out right now. You can check that out over on the channel.
Such a good episode.
Great episode. And also on Patreon, there are bad movie commentaries. For April, we did Never Say Never Again. For May, we are doing What's Up, Tiger Lily? Oh man, I'm not ready for that. Not ready for that. Also on Patreon, there is Star Trek commentaries. The time that's coming out, we are between This Side of Paradise is our most recent one, which means our next one is The Devil in the Dark. Be on the lookout for that. Also, there's Fresh Face Extras. It's even more of the podcast you're listening to right now. You can check that out on Patreon at the Commander tier at this very moment. There's even more of this extremely long episode over there on Patreon. Also, there's a general support tier on Patreon. If you're on any of the rewards that we offer over there, it's a $1 general support tier. It's called the Cadet tier. You get your name down below in every video we put out. People will see your name down there, see you're a cool person, and they will want to be a cool person too, and they will join the Patreon. Also on the channel, there is R2BD that I do with my brother. It's a Star Wars show. Hopefully very soon we have our video on Battle Scars coming out by Sam Maggs. Again, delays might stop that even further. But afterwards, we're definitely covering Maul Shadow Lord. That'll be probably that's near done by the time. Actually, no, that Maul Shadow, the last two episodes of Maul Shadow Lord come out the day this episode of the podcast releases.
I still need to watch that.
It's really good, dude. You should.
It looks really good. It looks really good.
It's swanging. But yeah, there's all that. There's Fresh Face One Shots. It's the spinoff of this very podcast. We cover current comics coming out like Superman by Joshua Williamson, Wonder Woman by Tom King, Batman by Matt Fraction, and The Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone. And I think that about does it. Wherever you're listening to us on, be it Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, etc. You can reading, comment, subscribe, follow us. Whatever you can do to support us will be greatly appreciated. While you're there, also be sure to subscribe to the channel, Blood Studios, and your support means the absolute world to us. And just, I don't know, thanks for being around. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan.
Licklider.
And Joe Mama.
Bye.